Stage number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know where the day was.
Fast forward it.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is Tuesday, September 30th of 2025. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. We're still in two different places because we're in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. Chris is on the other side of the globe.
Hi.
He's in London, England. The Vikings traveled from Dublin to London yesterday. Practicing there all week. Playing against Cleveland. I believe they drove. Same hotel as Dublin. What are you looking at?
That light.
Just flickering?
Yeah, that's going to bother me.
Change the light bulb.
I bet I could, but...
How many meat sauces does it take to change a light bulb?
One. I just would need a ladder.
Just turn it on. Oh. Play with the switch.
Yeah, play with the switch. Just toggle it.
Yeah, well, turn it all the way up so KFAN.com/watch can...
Nope. Still not working. Sauce, change that light bulb. It's like a strobe light. It'll be fun. We'll rave. John Bonos will be here in a second. Marnie Gellner later. But again, Chris at some point will check in from London. We're trying to figure out a whole bunch of logistical things.
Yeah, man.
Jared's working his magic in London. Is Chris there? Do you have him already, Zachary, or what? Or what's that noise in the background?
What noise in the background?
I don't know. My headphones sound like somebody's connecting.
Same. I heard when I was sitting over there before the show, Zacho, and
yeah,
the spot.
it is kind of noisy, isn't it?
The spot
Super noisy.
You're currently in, I heard like low, somebody was talking, and I couldn't figure out what it was. It wasn't the computer.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, what was the phone? Yeah.
Yeah, now you got rid of it.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, also I heard people talking. Maybe I'm hearing things.
Well, that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's a whole different. We don't need to open that can of worms. But yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. What is that?
That's the phone?
That's the phone.
Oh.
There's no way that the listeners can hear that, but we can.
Yeah, let's hope not. Otherwise, that was just kind of like a constant hum overnight, which is, sometimes fun.
Yeah, sometimes fun. You got to pay for that, though.
Yeah, dearly.
Hey, bonus texted us. Do you want coffee, Zach?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you, though, John.
That's Paul. Man, why can't people just learn names?
Oh, boy. What happened now?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh,
how's Becca?
Great. Never-ending
What?
list of inside jokes at the old Power Trip Morning Show in KFAN. That's what we are. Just one giant walking inside joke. It's okay.
Hold on. I'll just text Zach.
It's not worth it, Zachary, but you can guess. John Bonos will be here shortly. We'll get his reaction to the firing of Rocco Baldelli after 7 seasons with the Minnesota Twins. Rocco gone.
That
seems fair. Yep, definitely his fault.
And I thought about it yesterday. See, it is worth it. How's your brother Sam?
Oh, my Lord.
Anyway, this team is a disaster. The ownership is a disaster. We all know all that, right? But like blaming him and firing him being the scapegoat is ridiculous. He brought them to 3 playoff series since 2019. Now, he won the first playoff game since 2002 or whatever it was. They beat the Blue Jays 3-0 in that series, and they moved on, and they just couldn't match up with that powerful Houston team. He's a good manager. I would assume he'll get another job. And, what else is it exactly like? I thought of this. Blaming him for the managerial ship or blaming him for what happened with the team is ridiculous. It's like blaming Zach for somebody down the hall swearing on the air.
What else is it exactly like?
It's like blaming Grimace for somebody getting food poisoning at McDonald's.
That's the second one. That's supposed to be number 3.
I only had 2 of them.
Well,
but it's stupid. It's like It's like blaming the iceberg for the Titanic going down. Move out of the way of it. It's ridiculous that they fired him.
Why couldn't you have done the Titanic thing second and then Grimace third?
Because I was so excited about the Grimace one. I thought of it last night.
And that was Meat Sauce with What Else Is It Exactly Like?
And also, who do they expect's going to come in here and basically coach a AAA team? Like Bruce Bochy was fired from the Giants. Outstanding manager. They're not going to get somebody like that, right? There's a lot of good managers available. I think it's going to be a little bit like Major League, where they're going to be like, nah, let me think about it. Oh, Hawk's here now.
Hey, real quick, anybody get a good sense of smell?
Why?
It smells like something's burning over here.
Sauce, go smell it in there.
Yeah, while you do that, I'm going to make it so Hawk can be on the air with us in a sec.
Hold on. What's going
Rhode
on? It's just,
Island.
Yeah, neither a road nor an island. Discuss. I'll narrate for the people that are listening. Zach's panicking and running into the other room, trying to figure out how to get a Kevin O'Connell show eventually on the air. We're trying to figure out how to get Chris on the air. He thinks something's burning underneath Sauce.
It's kind of hazy in here. Is he high?
I mean, 50-50? Smells like smoke or not?
Yeah, something's up in here. It's like hazy in here. I don't know. Maybe it's this old computer.
Right,
we're doing good here.
Zach, he says it's hazy. He didn't smell smoke, but he says it's hazy and something's up in here.
There's something in here. The place is on fire. Here's Hawk. Hold on. There you go. Hi, Hawk.
Am I on now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Hi, guys. Welcome to lovely someplace in England. I'm walking down beautiful steps. I feel like, I mean, where, how,
Hello.
when? I'm here with the real journalists, and they've shunned me. They made me go upstairs to start the show, but
like Alec Lewis.
Yeah, look at them all. Look at these. These are the big time writers in the NFL. Look at them. Look at them all. Look, and Alec is here too. Hi.
Hey.
Hey, Alec. Ask Alec if he's got any steam.
Meat Sauce wants to know if you have any steam.
He keeps texting. He's texting me that like 7 times. I don't. What does he expect?
Make something up. He'll have no idea. Tell him like Carson Wentz won MVP of the league or something. He won't.
I know.
Do you have anything to say about Rocco?
Baldelli?
Nope.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't believe I'm on the radio right now.
I can't believe I'm on the radio every day. I'm with you. Right. See, so no comments on Rocco. So you think he should have been fired?
Rocco Baldelli, I mean, he didn't win a playoff game or something, but I think they've got much bigger problems.
I think you're right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now you're off the radio. Look, he was uncomfortable. Extremely uncomfortable.
They're all well dressed. They have collared shirts on. They have their laptops out. And
are you saying I don't look good? Is that what you're saying? You say I don't look like I belong?
I'm just saying I love that we get to dress for radio. The three of us look homeless back here in St. Louis Park. Everybody at that table has a nice collared shirt.
Look at this handsome son of a bitch. Look at this guy. Can you believe? Look at.
I look so old.
No, you don't know. Oh my God!
I look so old.
You look handsome. Is what you look.
Crypt keeper.
Yeah,
that's me.
Oh hey.
You look good.
Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that.
Good. He was out there singing.
Yeah, Coach.
Entertaining us and entertaining Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What, you had to sing again?
Yeah. Guess who forced me to sing faithfully to the coach today?
Come on.
Again?
Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah. They're laughing at me.
Is that why the bid took so long to get on the air?
Yeah, there's part. Yeah, we were delayed by my concert. It was my first show ever in England. It was beautiful. It was for one person. It was the coach who looked extremely uncomfortable, just like the last coach looked. Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah. So
I got to say, it sounded great.
Thank you very much. See, live from a greenhouse. It's the Chris Hockey Greenhouse Tour of England. Exactly one show. Buy your T-shirts here.
Hey, tell Suhan I'll give him $100 if he rides on his ass on that railing down those stairs. That looks sweet. If he can get from the top to the bottom, I'll give him $100.
Corey Cove,
hands free.
Mr. Suhan, Corey Cove said he will give you $100 to go down that banister without a shirt on. Just ride the banister down for $100.
3 more zeros.
He'll do it for $30,000. He'll do it. Wait, that's $3 million.
What?
$100,000. Math is different over here. You guys don't understand the conversion.
Three more
Okay,
zeros
just
turned
relax.
into $30K.
Yeah. He said for $8 he'll do it.
Okay.
No, he's not going to do it.
See,
No.
he's got a nice collared shirt on as well. Everybody's dressed.
Yeah, I know.
well.
He looks good. Can I
Yeah,
ask
you guys
you
are
a
all
real story?
professionals.
I'm asking about Rocco now, okay? Because Alec wasn't sure who Rocco was just a moment ago. He's not sure. He was
a football guy.
Yeah, right. He started doing his Rocky impression. Tell me about Rocco and your thoughts on the firing.
Well, I hate it because I think Rocco's like one of the best people I've ever dealt with. I also think it's scapegoating. It's like last year they collapsed. They fired the hitting coaches. Hitting got worse this year. So now they fire the manager because Derek Falvey's not going to fire himself. It means the poll ads aren't going to sell the team, even though they should. So listen, I mean, Rocco's been here a while. You're going to turn things over eventually. I just think it's scapegoating. I don't think I think injuries and the failure of young players are the reason they stunk. Yeah. And I don't think Rocco was the cause of those problems.
I would agree. Do you think maybe it was like pulling the plug on somebody who was begging to be let go to heaven?
I actually think Rocco liked the job, and I don't think Rocco was looking to get out. I also don't know if Rocco's going to get another shot, you know? So I really just think it's just the way modern sports works. You need to blame somebody who's the easiest guy.
I do believe that if I were to be given odds, I'd give it 3 years before he wins a championship in some other city.
And while beating the Twins in the playoffs. Of course, that presumes the Twins can make the playoffs. I take it back. Not beating the Twins in the playoffs. These Twins might not make the playoffs for a while. That franchise is in terrible shape right now.
Yeah. What city will the Twins be in when he beats us?
I actually think they will stay in Minnesota. The one good thing about the poll ads is they do not want the team to leave. They don't want to sell anybody. I mean, for all their faults, they are invested in downtown Minneapolis. They don't want the team to leave. I'll give them that. Yeah.
It's good to have you on the show. Thanks for coming
buddy. Always good to talk to you.
We can take off our shirt and slide down the banister together if you'd like.
We want to do that privately.
Yeah, he's right.
I'm going to turn this thing off, guys. We'll be right back. Thanks, man. So there you go. See, I've done my job now. I got real sports talk on the Power Trip. It's never been done before.
That was pretty solid. No,
yeah, right.
Bring him.
Right.
That was great.
If I show you on camera, are you going to kill me? You can be honest. Okay. This is our head of security.
Go back and talk to Alec more.
Have you had to put anybody in a headlock and strangle anybody yet?
Well, one of the most significant challenges we have is that everybody drives on the wrong side of the road here, and I almost got killed twice on a golf cart.
That is absolutely true. Absolutely. As a head of security for the Minnesota Vikings, what is the worst part of your job? Be honest.
Well, I'm thinking it starts at about 4:00 in the morning and ends at about 4:00 in the morning. So you just never know what's going to pop up. They take security very seriously over here, and which is a good thing. So don't you feel secure?
I feel very secure. And I'll tell you what, I've been doing things I would never do if you weren't here with me.
Well, just remember, security is a feeling. It's not a thing. So if you feel secure, then you are.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
He's going to kill me one of these days in my sleep. I'm sure of it. He's just going to put me out of my misery. Hey, you ever talk to somebody who you know, like could snap your neck with your earlobe? It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, what a nice little saying that was. Security is a feeling. If you feel secure, then you are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Put that
That's
on
pretty
a
good.
plaque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
The coach is being interviewed right out there by PA right now.
Are you in a church?
I'm not in a church. I'm actually in a greenhouse. This is the media area.
Oh,
And that's my mom. They made a statue of her.
Oh my God! Why is she so short?
That's not actual
Why is she
size, you
holding her
dumbass.
boobs?
She's holding her boobs because she knows you're watching.
Oh, there's your dad.
So PA made you sing faithfully again to KOC?
He sure did. He sure did.
On.
I thought I heard that down the line, and I'm like, I hope that's not what I think it is, but it was.
Why is that a
Yeah.
thing?
Well, it's become a thing now. And I'm hoping we never have another head coach so I don't ever have to do it again.
He thinks it's a funny bit, even though you hate it.
Well, here's the thing. I think he wanted me to, because as you can imagine, things aren't exactly peachy over here for your Minnesota Vikings squad right now because of all the injuries and the loss and all that jazz. So I think he wanted something to just kind of cut the
tension.
Tension. That's the word. Thank you. But I think it did the exact opposite. I think he had some kind of a tension that he didn't expect when I started singing to him.
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm in front of the cameras. Hold on. Sorry, guys. There's a weird guy wandering out behind the interview. And if you watch it later today on Vikings Entertainment Network, you'll see me walk behind them. Do you see that dog laying right there?
Yeah.
That's a tree stump. A moment ago, I tried to walk up and pet it. If you know what I mean.
Oh.
Look at these grounds. If you're watching on KFAN.com/watch, you'll see me standing out here at I think it's called the Hafe State, something like that. It's been here for a long, long time. It's enormous. It's a golf course. There have been people living on these grounds longer than any people have been living in Europe, as far as they can tell by the remains they've found. How about that?
Wow.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
There's remains just scattered around.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You can find, and they let you keep them too. If you find a tooth or a jawbone, you can take it home with you. It's a souvenir.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You do like a Jurassic Park kind
Yeah,
of a
it's
thing
pretty
where
neat.
you just take the DNA and mix it with frog DNA and make some kind of like a human frog combo. Sauce, you would love that. Frog's your favorite animal.
Frogs are the absolute best. Don't harm the frogs.
They are. I would name it Clever Girl.
Oh. How's Andy?
Get that? Andy's coming in on Thursday. I've got too much to do today and tomorrow, so we're going to be on.
All right, you're cutting out there. We didn't hear
We're
like the
gonna go
last
to a
5
tank
seconds.
Ooh, look over there, ladies and gentlemen. It's a greenhouse. Did you lose me?
Yeah, we lost you for a second there.
I'm sorry, guys. I was walking over too far away. I was going to go take you into the cemetery and we could look at old gravestones together.
That's your thing.
All right, Chris is in London, or outside of London, but in England. John Bona should be here shortly. We'll talk about Rocco Baldelli with him. Marnie Gellner later. Sauce, hell of a first segment, man.
Yeah, thanks to my amazing friends at Gutter Helmet,
Yeah.
gutterhelmetmn.com. Never clean your gutters again.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be a part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Hey, Twin Cities, it's Chris Hockey here. Why choose Builders and Remodelers to install your new siding? Well, that's pretty easy. Builders and Remodelers has all the top siding brands available in a variety of styles and colors, even custom colors. Their consultants will help you design anything from a simple re-side to an extreme makeover. Your new siding is installed by professionals from a company with over 70 years of experience. And the warranty is incredible. And right now, qualified buyers get 5 years, no interest, or save 20% off your entire project. Go to buildersandremodelers.com today.
I talk a lot about our diamonds, but do you know what the best advertisement for a wedding day diamond is? It's a wedding day diamond. When she proudly shows her new diamond to family and friends, right after all the oohs and ahs, the first question will be, where did he get it? And that's why every wedding day diamond needs to be a showstopper. We want them walking away thinking to themselves, well, I guess I know where I'm getting my diamond. We're not a national chain. If we were, maybe we wouldn't care as much. But we're local, and it matters to us. We feel an obligation to the good people of Minnesota who put their trust in us. That's why I won't delegate the task of finding the best, most beautiful diamonds out there to anyone else. Every diamond in every one of our stores has been painstakingly chosen by me to show us in their very best light. You have my word on it. You're only going to do this once. We can help you do it right. Wedding Day Diamonds, created just for you. Located across from Ridgedale Center in Minnetonka.
Wedding Day Diamonds, 9 locations, including Rochester and St. Cloud.
The leaves are falling, and so are our prices. We've marked down every hot tub and swim spa to save you thousands. Your dream backyard starts at masterspas.com. Our advanced filtration and saltwater systems make maintaining your new spa effortless. See the world's largest dual-temp hot tub and swim spa combo, only at Master Spas of Minnesota. We have multiple payment options and quick professional delivery. The fall sale. Master Spas of Minnesota, St. Louis Park, and Woodbury. Or online at masterspas.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Lock in with your favorite teams with play-by-play, podcasts, and local stations where you can react and join the conversation. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live it.
Exhausted with applying for jobs online and never hearing back? With Express Employment Professionals, experts in your community are dedicated to helping you find a job. With more than 870 locations, there's always an office in your area. Start at expresspros.com to find an office near you.
From the levelmn.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Twin Cities weather today, mostly cloudy, 83 in the Twin Cities. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 83. We'll get to 87 Thursday. By Friday, sunshine with a high of 89. We could see a few showers, and it will get a bit cooler as we head into the weekend. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Currently, it is 66.
Rapid radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Listen live to The Fan or podcast us on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. This is FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul, an iHeartRadio station.
Welcome back to the Power Trim Morning Show. It is Tuesday, September 30th. The month of September almost over. This year continues to fly by. We're already 4 weeks into the freaking football season, right?
That?
The season's flying by.
Yeah, it's week 6 on Saturday, the college football season.
Gophers and Ohio State.
How about Ohio's? How many points do you think Ohio State has given up on defense all season?
They played 4 or 5 games. 4. I will say something like, let's go 35.
Zachus?
37.
Is Hogstaddy there?
Yeah, here he is.
Hogstaddy, how many points do you think Ohio State has given up in 4 games on defense?
Ohio State on defense in 4 games has probably given up 27 points.
He's the closest. 22.
Thank you.
22.
No sports. It's crazy.
22.
22. The entire season, they've given up 22 points?
I mean, they've
No,
only
it's about to
played
double that against the
one
Gophers.
good team, but yeah.
How many do you think the Gophers are going to score on Saturday, Sauce?
I think I would take them. I think I would take the Gophers plus 23.5.
Well, that's not going to work on Thursday when Tommy's here because Tommy's going to want the Gophers in the points.
Well, then I'll go Ohio State.
I figured you would.
I'm unstoppable in gambling, so.
Must be nice.
This is how it all begins. You know that, right?
At least on this show, though. I've won 11 straight bets, most of them against Tommy.
I know. That's how they get you. That's how they got me at the casino. They let you win for a while, and then they strap you down and whoop you. And that's what's going to happen to you. And I can't wait to watch it.
What if you like getting strapped down and whooped?
Yeah. Well, that's what I figure. Well, like John Bonus does.
I don't kink shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bonus probably does. He's getting his coffee. He's running late. I like that he runs late because he's basically an intern for us.
Yeah, he's
Go
door
get his
dashing
coffee.
us.
And much like Chris Hovan used to make me pay for his Diet Cokes, John Bonus pays for our coffees.
That's right. Can I show you something that you guys are going to be very jealous of?
Of course.
Just randomly, they have giant bottles of vodka. You can just grab them anytime you want and drink them by the giant bottle. What? It's incredible. Do you see those? Can you see them at KFAN.com? Yeah. That's actually water. I'm just kidding. They're giant bottles of water.
It did look like
it does look
vodka,
like vodka, doesn't it? Yeah,
Wow.
I know. That would be cool. Yeah, this is not Russia. How dare you?
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Hey, by the way, I just mentioned Chris Hovan, and it made me remember something I saw this weekend. Did you see, like, Kleinsasser's son is playing college football now? Like, that just, it was one of those, like, wow, this time's a bitch, man. Like, again, it's, 20, almost 25 years since Kleinsasser and Hovan were consistent guests on the Power Trip Morning Show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And now he's got a kid in college playing football. It's just nuts, man.
He looks like the largest dad in the neighborhood.
Yep.
And you would never know that was Jim Kleinsasser, until he walked over and you saw how big his head was compared to yours.
And his chest, right? That dude's a barrel.
Right. And I saw, was the son playing college or high school ball in that picture? I couldn't tell.
I thought it was college, but maybe I just didn't read the caption well enough. I thought it was college football, but maybe not.
Well, I wonder if he's as tough as his dad was. That'd be hard to be.
hard not to. My guess is they train them well. They seem like the Kleinsaucers seem like the kind of guys in general that don't train in a weight room. That they go full on, like let's go out to the woods and chop trees down and then throw the wood over our shoulder and carry him 7 miles back to the house. That kind of thing.
They come out of the womb carrying an axe.
Exactly.
Down a tree. Yeah, exactly. They have to go back in the womb to get their barbells.
Exactly.
He currently plays for West Tonka. It says he's going to UND in 2029.
Oh, okay.
So he must be a freshman in high school.
Damn. Okay. So
he's only a freshman. Wow.
But he's already committed.
Well, that's where his old man went.
Right, but he's already committed there?
I guess that's what this says on.
Interesting.
If it's Carter Kleinsaucer, I don't know who else it would be. Yeah.
Man, good for
that's
him.
a picture with his dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when he would come on the show with Hovan, and they would. I was just writing this down last night, as a matter of fact, on the plane. When they would come on the show, and when I told them we had a 7-second delay, and they would cuss and then count to 7, and then cuss again, knowing that I couldn't dump the button.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. We had a swear jar.
Remember that? Yeah,
we had a swear jar.
That's right. We had and remember that was before Janet Jackson flopped her boob out on TV and ruined it for me.
Let me guess.
Yeah, she ruined it.
Yeah.
That? Well,
Star would encourage it.
Ruined my underwear that day, but I mean, honestly, how dare you? Don't you set me up for that? That wasn't my fault. That was your fault.
Quit setting them up.
But
sorry,
honestly, they would do that. Remember, they would cuss, and then they would count to 7 together like children, and then they would cuss again, knowing that I couldn't hit the dumb button.
Like I can't remember what we talked about with those guys on the air, because all I remember is that they would swear. They were super nice and funny off the air, but I don't remember what we talked about. Did we talk football? Did we talk? I don't know. What did we talk about?
It was well
I don't even
before me.
remember.
You know what it was like? I was just writing this down last night. It was incredible to me because at that point, Starr had just retired, so he was still one of them, but he was like their elder statesman. He was like a veteran on the team, and so they would do stuff and just to make him laugh. They wanted to make Dad laugh. You know what I mean? And it was really something to watch how much they admired him and how much they liked him and how it was just such a different atmosphere. The entire NFL was a different atmosphere back then. It was something else. But yeah, we would talk football from time to time, but they came in even when it wasn't football season, because if you remember, they still worked out with Starr during the off season.
Right.
So they would come in and then they would all go over to Milo and lift weights.
That's sweet.
Hovan and Starwood. Kleinsaucer would go out in the woods
and repair cars.
And chuck boulders off of cliffs into ravines.
He would go out and carry caskets full of bodies into the graveyards
correct.
for local churches just to help them out. Yeah.
What a beast.
Yeah.
You know what he reminded me of was Shoot from the greatest movie of all time, Vision Quest. That's what
Love
Kleinsaucer
that
reminded
movie.
me of. I love that movie. That's who I want, by the way, the St. Paul Saints to bring in next year is Shoot from Vision Quest, and I want to wrestle him in the outfield.
Matthew Modine?
No. That's no, you silly animal.
Who's Matthew Modine from again? What is he from?
Matthew Modine is from Vision Quest, but
Oh, but he's not
his
Shoot.
Nemesis. No. Do you not know Vision Quest?
Got it.
Morons.
Got it. No, I've never seen it.
No, remember we talked about this once, and Hawk said this exact same thing, and he ordered a signed picture from Shoot off like his
that's
website.
right. That's right.
I've never wanted an old school television more than I want it now, so I could slam it shut just to hang up on you guys.
Right.
Watch Vision Quest tonight. Before I get back from you know what? I'm not coming back from England until you watch Vision Quest. What do you think?
All right, Zach, he said you have to watch it or he's not coming back.
No, let me tell you, Zach would like it because there's a lot of gentlemen doing jump roping scenes.
Oh.
Oh, what kind?
What kind of jump rope scenes?
What kind?
Chris, add that to the long list of reasons why you need to watch Stranger Things, because Matthew Modine is a pretty big part of it. And
but he's the bad guy.
Well, who cares? Kind of.
Yeah.
He's kind of the bad guy. Yeah, I mean, mostly.
Oh, okay. Well, I only saw the first season, so I don't know.
You would, man, what do we got? About a month or two before the final season starts airing? You got time to catch up, man. I think it's 2 or 3 parts. It's one of those bits where they release it in 2 or 3 waves over the course of about a month.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know for sure that you guys will like it as much as I do, and I'm not sure I would like it as much as I have if I wasn't in Dublin when I was watching it. But I just happened to be in my hotel room searching Netflix and saw the new show, The House of Guinness, which just came out on Netflix. It's done by the same people who did Peaky Blinders.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'll check this out. The very first scene is the burial scene for the man who founded Guinness. It's a story about his kids and how they took over Guinness after he died. But his burial scene, the road that his funeral procession is going on was outside the window of the hotel room I was in when I was watching it.
That's a little
wow.
It was the
little
craziest
meta.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
is
was
really
crazy.
cool.
So the next morning I got up and I walked down the street to the literal house of Guinness where they were living when they were, when this story is based in. So it was right down the street from our hotel and I was watching it. It was crazy. And it's a good show too. Again, the guy who did Peaky Blinders, those guys are great. This is more of a, I had somebody on, you'll like this, Corey. I had somebody on Twitter tell me it was like a mix of Peaky Blinders and Succession.
Succession, yeah. When you said it was the kids fighting over the company or taking over the company, that was the first show that came to mind because Succession is a top 10 show of all time. It's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Episode 4, for some reason, just male nudity suddenly out of nowhere. Male nudity. No idea why. Just there it was. Thanks a lot.
And you said this is called House of Guinness on Netflix, and you said it's
That's-
episode 4.
Yeah.
Did you say how many minutes in this was?
How quickly do you see it?
Strangely enough, 6.9 minutes.
So almost 7 minutes. Okay,
Almost
perfect,
7 minutes.
perfect. Easy to remember.
Nice.
Front page sports in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
It's Chris Hockey, the Power Trip Morning Show. Did you know that even in this modern world, literally millions of Americans either can't afford high-speed internet at home or live in a location where it's not available? Think about what that would do to you when it came to education or healthcare or even just social opportunities. That's why AT&T is committing $5 billion to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable high-speed internet access by 2030. This initiative began in 2021, and since then, nearly 5 million Americans have benefited from AT&T's discounted internet service and digital literacy programs. What a gift, right? To be able to have access for schooling and for work. And beyond those receiving assistance getting connected to high-speed internet, AT&T has reached about 360,000 students through the Achievery, a free digital learning platform. They've also helped educate 288,000 adults with digital literacy resources and workshops. I love when our greatest companies take this kind of initiative to help people. That's what it's all about, right?
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have an accident on 94 eastbound past 35W that's blocking the 2 left lanes. Traffic is heavy from Hennepin-Lyndale. Highway 169 heavy southbound from Highway 55 to Betty Crocker. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rainbow Pest Experts.
A change in the weather can bring out wasps. Trust the team at Rainbow Pest Experts to protect your family from stings so you can enjoy your yard for the rest of the season. Learn more about wasp control and how Rainbow is caring for your world at rainbowpestexperts.com. Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Everyone has an opinion, but no one shares theirs like Dan Barrero. You hear him on The Fan. Now watch Barrero on TV for his take on sports, politics, and current events. Enough Said airs Friday night at 9:30 on Fox Channel 9. Proudly presented by Bradshaw and Bryant.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
Get 24 monthly bill credits on Experience Beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Is your furnace ready for Minnesota's winter? Don't wait for the cold to creep in. Call Hoffman Cooling and Heating today. For a limited time, get a complete furnace tune-up for just $59. Just $59 to keep your home warm, safe, and energy efficient. Hoffman Diamond's trusted technicians have been keeping Twin Cities homes comfortable since 1947. Fast, reliable, and always professional. Call 651-HOFFMAN or visit HoffmanHeating.net to schedule your tune-up today. Hoffman Cooling and Heating. Your comfort is our #1 priority.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
This time of the year, the games are intense. The crowds are electric. And love? Well, love is undefeated. If you're ready to put a ring on it, go see my friends at Continental Diamond. Nobody does engagement rings like they do. Incredible selection, hands down the best diamonds, and a team that's as friendly as your favorite tailgate. And if you're thinking, I want to get engaged tonight, they have a gorgeous selection of rings ready to go. No waiting. Continental Diamond, the jewelry store. Minnesota adores.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Mucinex 12-Hour DM.
Not today, cough and chest congestion. Most medicines let mucus build back up after 4 hours. With just one pill, Mucinex 12-Hour works continuously to break up mucus and move it up and out. Mucinex 12-Hour. Rid the congestion. Kill the cough. Use as directed. Kill the cough with Mucinex 12-Hour DM.
Fan forecast. 82 degrees the high today, mostly cloudy, dropping down to 66 tonight.
All your favorite KFAN shows are also your favorite podcasts. Listen back on iHeartRadio and KFAN.com. Presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Vegas, your way. Hope you join us out there October 23rd to the 26th as the Power Trip Morning Show takes over Sin City. And again, this time it is Vegas, your way. Fly how you want, stay where you want, party with us at Tom's Watch Bar for a live broadcast, plus 2 football watch parties. Your trip, your rules, but always with the Power Trip. Get all the details at KFAN.com/Vegas.
John Bonus. I'm going to do a quick keyword game with you. I'm going to give. I'm going to say a word. You tell me whether or not this is part of you doing Vegas your way.
Okay, yeah.
Gambling.
Yes.
Alcohol.
Yes.
Prostitutes.
No.
Oh.
No?
Sad.
Pretzels.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Not even at the airport?
Not even at the airport.
No,
barbecue.
Booze at the airport.
Barbecue, yes. Usually, yeah.
Meat sauce.
Oh, yeah. Meat sauce is definitely part of my Vegas plans.
Bathtubs.
No.
Meth.
Oh. No.
Anarchy.
Maybe.
Existentialism.
Yeah, if you do it right. Yeah, that definitely.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Nihilism.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Do it your way, man.
I mean, that depends on how you're doing it at the craps table, a lot of that. But, you know, there have been some existential / nihilistic moments at the craps table.
Flip a coin, right?
Yeah.
What about hanging out with Chris Hockey in the high limit slots?
I will hang out with Chris Hockey, but I'm not really a high limit slots guy.
Okay.
You just walk by and wave.
I like crass hockey.
Yeah.
Chris, John, Chris.
Hey,
Hi, John. You're not a nihilist. You believe in the Twins, man.
Well, that's...
Do you?
Good
Not currently.
question.
Good quiz.
And
let's
I'm
get
looking
into
forward to finding out if they believe in the Twins. We'll see.
Let's dive in. Let's do front page sports, and we'll basically let the expert take the reins here.
Time now for Front Page Sports. Presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Buy more, save more when it comes to Mountain Dew. You can mix and match any variety of Mountain Dew right now at Holiday, including the new trolley-flavored Mountain Dew. But get some 20-ounces, whatever flavors you want. 3 for $6 for a limited time with our friends at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday. Go get some Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah.
Johnny Bones, the Twins fired manager Rocco Baldelli. 70-92 this year.
Yes.
23-43 after the All-Star break. 19-35 after the trade deadline. He's 44 years old. He was the 2019 AL Manager of the Year. The Twins won 3 division titles with him as manager in his 7 seasons, 527 and 505. That puts him as the 3rd winningest manager in Twins history behind TK and Gardy.
It was a nice run. No question about it. I think of the stats that you put out there, the one that is least relevant is the number he had after the trade deadline. I think this was a fait accompli after the trade deadline was done. He was a...
Explain what that means to Sauce.
It means it was his fate. It was a fate he could not avoid after the trade deadline. He was... I don't know if they would say this internally. I don't know if they... In fact, I suspect they would not in retrospect, but I think he was mostly a dead man walking after that trade deadline. There wasn't anything he was going to be able to do to sort of save his job at that point. And I think I think what you saw in the statement they put out, and just I think what you're going to hear more of today as they address it this morning, is they really think he's talented. They think he did a good job. He is, and I think they really value him, and I think they wouldn't mind keeping him in the organization. But ultimately, they didn't get the wins that they needed to get, and there's got to be changes. And we are at the point now where those changes are either fire myself, fire my owners, or fire my manager. And that answer is going to be the manager. That's the way that's going to work.
I promise I was listening to everything you just said. However, I'm also watching.
You're also looking up fait accompli?
No, I'm also watching KFAN.com/watch, and I can't stop noticing the difference between the camera here in the studio and Chris and his iPhone camera in London. Because, John Bonus, when you were talking, it looked like you were in an interrogation room from a Netflix documentary, and you're saying, I didn't do the murder. And Chris's camera looks like it's a dating profile.
Yeah, correct.
His iPhone camera is significantly better than our cameras here. It's not even close.
Yeah, it looks like he's in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, he's just basking in the sun, and you're getting grilled by some investigator, some task force.
Some guy next to a brick wall.
Man.
I just want to point out.
It sucks. I swear I listen, though.
This is Tuesday morning times.
Man.
When you just compare hockey, who is who is in abroad.
Yeah.
And
no, I don't think he's that.
Not yet.
Well, and John, you're not watching the camera because you're just talking into the microphone. But
Sure.
Chris is like, there's glass windows, so the sun's beating down on his face. He's loving life.
Yes.
You're in a dark room. This sucks.
Hey, Hawk,
You're
you got any
Rocco.
friends over there? Oh, Andy. Well, maybe Andy will get us cameras.
Yeah, maybe so. That's a good
he's
idea.
a rich banker.
Are you
guy.
guys close enough where you can just ask him to pay for cameras?
He's not with me right now, but he will be on Thursday and Friday, and he's my friend, and I think it's up to me to get cameras, from my friends. So I'm going to definitely try that.
We've asked Bonus, right?
Look at how much better Chris's camera
Yeah.
looks. It's not even close.
It's outstanding.
God dang it. Anyway, so Rocco got fired?
Yeah.
I think it's just my natural glow, guys. I
It
don't
might
mean
be.
Could be,
to
yeah.
downplay your natural glow, Johnny Bones. But I'm sitting in the sunshine on an English manor, and I'm not going to lie to you. Things are growing on me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, just things are better. I've talked down to people because I'm on a manor. It's just great.
Fantastic.
I love it over here.
Man, imagine what that iPhone camera has seen.
Are we talking? Yeah, don't worry. Don't even answer that.
I do
question.
not want to imagine that.
Imagine the
You
faces
talking to
it's seen.
you talking to the iPhone?
Johnny Bones, answer the question that Sauce and others have asked about, how do we move on? Like, who would want this job with this ownership group? Is that a problem
question.
almost
I
no
have an
matter
answer.
what? Go on.
Can I tell you? Because I have this written down on my notes. Can I answer the question?
Of course.
Bob Melvin.
Yeah, Bob Melvin is
he coached my squad, right?
Here's the thing. Bob Melvin is a very accomplished veteran coach who was let go yesterday by the San Francisco Giants. But I'll also point out there are 6 other openings, or 5 other openings at least. Besides, there are 4 managers fired during the season. I think one of those has been filled, Pittsburgh's. So there's 3 of those still open, and then there were 3 changes yesterday. The Twins were one of them, right? I think we actually, yesterday on the Cleveland and the Geek Patreon podcast, we broke down sort of the 4 types of managers they would have, to go through them quickly. They might go. The first is internal. They just keep, it's not Rocco, but it's basically part of the same team. The second is the same kind of hire that Rocco was, which is, an assistant coach, bench coach, something from someplace, et cetera. He's going to be brought in. Also, that probably isn't a lot of shake up to the front office. You're not in a position to shake up the front office or to demand more from your leadership if that's your. Third one is a former player. Somebody like Trevor Plouffe was putting out a tweet saying, "How about Torrey Hunter or Justin Morneau as the?" I would also suggest Nelson Cruz as somebody that could be something like that. And then the fourth one is experienced managers. Bob Melvin was let go yesterday. Bruce Bochy and the Texas Rangers just parted ways yesterday. He would be another example. That is somebody that is probably counter to what the Twins have been experiencing with Baldelli as their manager. That is somebody who probably has boundaries that they feel they can enforce around, they are maybe less collaborative and a little more combative and want, people to butt out. They're going to do things their way, perhaps. But they might need something like that right now at this point. Things have been trending down, and maybe they need a different voice in the conference room. So
I was given another name. Do you want me? Can I tell you another name?
Yep.
Drew Butera, which is a name I seem to remember from the Twins.
Yeah, Drew Butera was a catcher of the Twins. Drew Butera, I just found out when we did the podcast last night, at emergency podcast at 11 o'clock last night, I threw out the name Drew Butera and said, funny you should mention him. He was just fired 45 minutes ago as the catching coach for the Chicago White Sox. Drew Butera is a little bit of in between of those players. He's an ex-player that people know, but he's also been a coach for like the last 2 or 3 years. But he's like he just retired in like 2022.
Low-cost alternative.
Well, I mean, that is the advantage, let's see, of internal. That's the advantage of probably, if you're hiring somebody who's a bench coach, that's probably the advantage to, I suppose that could be an advantage to, somebody who's a very recent player and doesn't have a lot of experience. That's probably not going to happen if you're getting a veteran coach like Bob Melvin or Bruce Bochy, because those guys are used to making $46 million. They've got lots of experience that they can point to, and they're going to be in demand.
They will hire the cheapest option, correct?
Listen, I heard a lot. Maybe. I mean, there's probably a factor. I heard a lot of this when they were like, they're not going to fire Baldelli because they're not going to want to pay Baldelli with the 2026. No, I mean, that's just part of the cost of doing business. In Major League Baseball, the fact that I always thought the funny thing about the Baldelli contract extension for 2026 being picked up, or the option year that they had on him in 2026 when it was reported mid-season, is I don't know when they picked that up. I suspect it was before spring training. We just didn't hear about it because you just don't have a lame duck manager going into the season. It's not smart. So the cost of doing business when you hire a manager is that you're going to pay them for 1 year longer than they actually manage. There's too much risk about bringing in a manager that is a lame duck manager. The risks are on both sides. The first is that players aren't going to listen to them because they're not going to be around next year. They're perceived as somebody who's a short timer. And the second is that they have a tremendous amount of success, and then they're a free agent, and then you've really got to pay for them because somebody else wants them. And no team does that. The cost of doing business that is to do that. So I don't think overall what they're going to do is, if an experienced manager is going to cost them $5 million, an unexperienced manager is going to cost them $2 million, that $3 million is the cost of a middle reliever, a bad middle reliever. So, yes, sir.
Looks like Jonathan Greenard's about to join us. I think Chris is handing his stuff over to Jonathan Greenard.
Early morning.
Live from
Yeah, there we go.
Think so.
Jonathan Greenard, how are you?
I'm great. Even better now. I just got a little lift in, the endorphins are kicking in, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I'm glad you wore what you wore. It's 100 degrees in here. We're in a greenhouse, literally.
I literally was on the way over here, and I was like, this breeze is going to kill me. As soon as I got in here, I said, okay, I wore the right attire.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow. That's why I'm in the green. It's not working at all. How you feeling today?
I'm good. We just finally somewhat getting adjusted to that time change a little bit. Guys are pretty much, it's kind of like our off day, so you can come get a lift. Just get outside, get the sun. Just get a feel for it, get used to it over here, because obviously it's a little bit different, not too much different from Ireland, but being here is just soaking it up. Obviously, just after the day after the game.
The rest of the guys, I'll ask questions for you in a minute. But guys, one more thing about this. It's been interesting reading stories, and even when we had the commissioner on the pregame on Sunday. This is an experiment for them, a team coming over and playing 2 weeks in 2 different countries. Obviously, we've had teams play 2 weeks in a row, but in the same country. Doing something like this is different. It's something that they had to experiment with, and he said the Vikings were a really good option for that because the ownership is open to it and the coaching staff was open to it, and we do this really well as a team. I shouldn't say we. I have nothing to do with it. You get my point. That said, though, where do you think it lies? Is it better to go from Ireland straight to here and just be acclimated and get that extra week, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think if they are going to do that, I think the plan that we've done so far is pretty good. Even going back to last week in Ireland, just how everything was just set up. As soon as we got off the plane, just getting our bodies moving. So KO and Tyler do an amazing job, and Joe, our whole staff, pretty much do a really good job of just trying to set us up for their put our best steps forward to kind of get us acclimated as best as we can. Because obviously it's not going to be perfect, but we're professionals at the end of the day. So I think that's the thing that we have to understand is we get paid to be able to adjust to these things. So I think that's the challenge in the midst of it all. Even though people can have their opinions. I mean, we can sit here and say, "Oh man, we wish we would play in the States," but who wouldn't? But obviously, it's not our way. But at the end of the day, all we can do is control the controllables, and obviously be thankful for this opportunity and just try to capitalize on it.
Go ahead, guys.
Yep.
Jonathan, let's go back before we look ahead to the Cleveland Browns. Let's go back. Yep. Let's specifically talk about the moment you chased Aaron Rodgers down and you knocked the ball out. Can you walk us through that play and then that moment when you realized that you got the ball to bounce loose and hope that one of the Vikings teammates jumped on it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, literally it was a play. I think we were in two-man-ish, something like that, two-man, where we have the quarterback. And I just knew before, I was like, listen, I'm expecting him to step up, so I threw my best inside move. Didn't work, but I just knew that I couldn't give up on the play, so I just started seeing him scramble a little bit. And then once I took off running, I was just running for my life, and I see him kind of scramble up. He looked at me slightly, and then when I seen him take his eyes off me, he looked the other way to make sure nobody else on his other side. That's when I leaned in for my shot and hit the ball. But man, I don't know, man. Every time I've gotten the ball out so far here, and it just hasn't come back my way. But I'm just going to keep working, man. I know that the ball is eventually going to fall into my favor. The football gods will bless us on one of those. But still a great play. I mean, I'm still honored, obviously, to get to play a quarterback like him and obviously get him on the ground. But definitely wish that ball had came our way.
Jonathan, while you were remembering that, you closed your eyes for a minute. Can you see that play in your head? Do you remember it that cleanly?
I try to get rid of it. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you can't control those things. All you control, like in that moment, like I alluded to, is your effort. And I just like, you know what, I'm just going to keep chasing until that whistle's blown. But who knows? I'm just glad I was able to get him on the ground. But definitely got to get the ball out as well.
Jonathan, you just did something when you gave that answer that you also did last week, which we were asking about a specific play. And you talked a little bit about sort of the overall coverage and defensive scheme you're in stuff. That's the kind of thing that even that football people like to talk about. But you also talked about specifically almost about it as if it's a martial arts kind of thing. Like, I had to wait until his eyes darted this way, and then I could do that. And last week when you were talking about a sack, you did something very similar. Like, okay, I reached this way, and then they went that way, etc. That's not something we ever talk about. That's not something we ever analyze. But it feels to me like maybe that's a significant something that you guys pay attention to even more so than the defensive schemes and such. Is that true? Is that something is that what you're training when you're doing things, or is a lot of that just instinctual or from playing decades of football?
Yeah, kind of a little bit of both. I think just knowing who you're playing against. The quarterbacks become the most athletic people ever whenever you're chasing them. It's kind of like when you're running from somebody, you become the fastest person ever. So, you never can kind of call or kind of just predict what they're going to do. You have an idea, kind of like, let's say, this week, with Joe Flacco, he's kind of more of a, we say like an old school, like statue, kind of in the pocket, taller, bigger quarterback. Want to see all the reads, and he's 6'5" and stuff like that. Alluding to, obviously, Jake Browning back then, I mean, he's more of a smaller guy, but at the same time, he's not the craziest athlete, but, he can get it, escaping to kind of extend some plays at times. But, just knowing your opponent going in each week, it's always kind of you have to beat your man first, but then obviously you want to finish the play by bringing the quarterback down. So it seems easy because obviously, we're professionals and we have to do it, and there's no excuse about it at all. We got to get the guy on the ground, and that's where we kind of hone in on every week. It's like, what does this guy like to do whenever he is in pressure? Does he like to spin out? Is he a ducker? Is he a person that steps up? Is he step back? Is he a guy that's just going to chalk it on the ground so he doesn't get a sack? You have to know all these things, and I think that going into each week we have an idea, and then obviously – there is the unknown. Sometimes they're going to just run a play or do something that's out of the norm and kind of get you thrown off schedule a little bit. But once again, I keep alluding to, we're professionals. You got to learn how to adjust.
Jonathan, there's a rumor that the Browns might make a quarterback switch to somebody, Dylan Gabriel, who has never played an NFL game. From a prep standpoint, how do you prep for that? Do you watch his college tape? Is that something you kind of dive into to kind of see those moves that he might make?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate to say. Yeah, I think you can look at a little bit of both. I think he has a little bit of preseason film, but ultimately we're still going to treat him as if he's the starter. I mean, as he's been there, we give everybody who steps on that field the utmost respect just because, I mean, one, it's an honor to be here, and they choose a one of ones to be here. And two, they've earned that respect. I mean, we can't go out there and say just because I played in the league for 6 years and this is his first game or whatever, who's to say he doesn't have his best game in his career and still does these things. So you have to honor everybody with the utmost respect. So I'm excited. I'm excited for him to get this opportunity. I'm just excited to get another opportunity to play against these guys. And we're just coming off of an L, so we have no room to treat anybody with any least bit of respect. We got to basically hone back in on the basics and get back in that W column.
Again, live with Jonathan Greenard from the team hotel just outside of London, England. I say that, but it's actually about an hour and a half or 2 hours outside of London, England. But a beautiful area, and we're so glad you joined us, Jonathan. Thanks for coming over, making the time. Bringing up the one thing you can't do anything about, I know there's a lot of ways to answer this that are pretty cliche, but as a Viking fan, man, the injuries just are breaking our hearts. How do you guys deal with that mental aspect of knowing so many of your comrades around you aren't able to play?
Yeah, I think just – when we all signed up for this, we all understand injuries are the inevitable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just obviously based off the spectrum how big or small the injuries are, but things are going to happen. You just obviously hope that it doesn't happen to your teammates, but it's a part of the game. So we just prepare every week. Even the backups, every time we tell them, look, prepare as if you're going to be the starter. You never know in this game. Something can happen literally at the snap of a finger, and you have to go in and perform just like that starter was just in there doing. So we carry that starter mentality for everybody, just kind of like how, just specifically for our room as an OLB room, we know what us, Gink, and DT, even the guys like Bo Richter, Gabe Murphy, Chaz, all of these guys literally have to be ready when their number is called because, God forbid if something else happens like that, they have to step in, So we understand that it happens. We're going to just continue to wish them the best. I feel like those guys are going to want us to play our best and not lose any ounce of sleep over it because we still have a whole season going on. We're 2-2 right now. We need to get it back in this dub column, and I'm pretty sure if they want to be out there, they're going to make sure that we are going 10 toes down and make sure that we carry that on.
Giant human beings running into each other at full speed.
100%.
Trying to get each other to the ground.
Yeah.
I would guess almost every play something hurts.
Yeah.
How quickly when you're laying there do you know whether you're hurt or injured?
Hey, man, you got to make a very quick decision or the decision will make it for you.
Yeah, right.
So it's pretty rough. But how I always looked at it, man, listen, if I'm going to be a disservice to my team and I'm not going to be able to help my team, I need to come off the field. I don't care if a guy's out there limping or if he's doing something like that and he's not going to be himself to be able to produce for the team, not just maintain or, stay in your gap and do the things that somebody else can easily do. But if you're not going to be able to win your matchup and dominate your matchup, I feel like you should take yourself out just honestly for the sake of yourself and the team, just so that we can come back and be 100%. So I've always been like that. There's certain things you can play through. I'm not going to sit here and say every time something comes up, you just sit out for an injury. But and also you have to understand the difference between injured and hurt. So I think that's just a personal thing that players have to deal with. And hopefully the team doesn't have to get involved. Obviously, if they have to pull you out of things of that sort, you should kind of have that own discernment amongst yourself to kind of know when enough is enough and when you need to call it.
Couple more guys, we got to let them get to breakfast or lunch. Lunch over here. So
yeah, exactly right. It's crazy.
Well, you got anything fun planned this week? I know you guys are, on a business trip. This is a career. You have a game to play on Sunday, but do you have anything in London or around London that's just for entertainment in the next 5 days?
Yeah. I think today is kind of like our downer, one of the lower days for us. Obviously, as we pick back up into a regular game week. Some guys we're definitely going to probably go see some sightseeing around downtown London. Even though he said it's like an hour and a half out. We kind of prepared for that, knowing that we're going to be a little bit further away, but using this day to kind of just get out, get our feet on the ground, and just under the sun, just be with the guys for a bit. And then obviously we lock back in for business. But yeah, we definitely have some stuff planned. Families, a lot of guys' families are here, so they're going to be obviously just chilling with them. But as we still know, it is a business trip. But today, I think we're going to just probably enjoy it for the sights.
Anybody else? Nope. Good. All right, Jonathan. Thanks for making the time, man.
Always.
I appreciate it. It's great to see you.
Thank y'all, man.
Absolutely.
Love it. Thank y'all.
I'm going to look like that in a shirt like that eventually. By the time I get back from this trip, that's how I'm going to look in that shirt. You guys, I'm going to sit in this greenhouse until I look like that. Thank you, man.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it, man.
How great, right?
He's the best.
Yeah, he's always the best. All right. We'll come back. We'll do What Really Matters. John Bonus is here. Chris Hockey is live in England. We'll talk to Marnie Gellner later. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Beginning Thursday.
Jelly Roll! Hi, this is Ed Sheeran. LL Cool J!
Bryan Adams. Make some noise for Tate McRae. Hey, I'm Sammy Hagar.
Mariah Carey!
We have Room 5. Good evening.
Glorilla!
Hey,
Hey, this is John Fogerty.
And so much more.
See it all at our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Streaming only on Hulu, beginning Thursday.
FM 100.3 KFAN and 2 Men and a Junk Truck want to help you win $1,000. Your shot to win happens every weekday on The Fan. The Fan.
Got junk? Need it gone fast? Look no further than my friends at 2 Men and a Junk Truck. They're your local experts in junk removal. Whether it's old furniture, electronics, or clutter from the garage, they've got you covered. Head to 2menindajuncktruck.com today to schedule your junk removal service.
Listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Discover what a Metro State University degree can do for you at their open house events in October. Visit their campus October 20th to learn about bachelor's programs or October 23rd for master's and doctoral degrees. Sign up at metrostate.edu/open house.
There's a lot going on in Hollywood. How are you supposed to stay on top of it all? Variety has the solution. Take 20 minutes out of your day and listen to the new Daily Variety podcast for breaking entertainment news and expert perspectives.
Where do you see the business actually heading?
Featuring the iconic journalists of Variety and hosted by co-editor-in-chief Cynthia Littleton.
The only constant in Hollywood is change.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Daily Variety, and listen now.
Ready to be wowed? Your Minneapolis Floor & Decor locations have the latest looks in tile, wood, and stone, in stock and at prices that won't be beat. Floor & Decor is ready. How about you? Floor & Decor, located in Maple Grove, Woodbury, and Apple Valley.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey, the Power Trip Morning Show. You know that feeling when everything just works? That's what Ziegler Cat delivers. With over 110 years of experience and 30 locations, Ziegler has everything you need to keep moving. High-quality cat equipment, unbeatable service, and parts always in stock. From the first call to the final handshake, they're more than your dealer. They're your partner. Whether you're building, growing, or paving the way forward, trust Ziegler Cat to get the job done. Visit ZieglerCat.com today and see how they deliver for you.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
When you own your own business, you need to keep things moving. Need to book a last-minute flight? Earn a $300 travel credit to cover that. Need to take a meeting before takeoff? Do it from the comfort of the Chase Sapphire Lounge by the club. Need to catch your breath before you board? Done. With $2,500 in annual value, the new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business is the card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey. You need new windows in your home? Well, here's why you need to call my friends at Builders and Remodelers. First, triple pane Elements windows are the highest rated windows in the industry and are only available at B&R. Second, your custom-built windows are installed by trained and certified professionals. Third, the warranty is incredible. And for a limited time, qualified buyers get an incredible 5 years, no interest, or save 25% off your project. Awesome products at great prices. Go to buildersandremodelers.com today.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's.
Herbstreit's in the drive-thru again. Oh, hey, Kirk. What can I get you today?
I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers that are real difference makers. Crinkle-cut fries with dynamic ridge patterns, Texas toast, and cane sauce with an air of smugness that comes from knowing you're the best. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup. One love.
Everything is about to change, forever, for the better. You found the love of your life, and you're about to ask for her hand in marriage. Only one major hurdle stands in your way. No, it's not her father. You can handle him. It's the ring. You need a ring, a diamond ring. And those cost a lot of money, and you don't know squat about diamonds. Just thinking about it sends your heart racing, and you break out in little beads of sweat. You're experiencing diamond anxiety, and I have the cure. It's a time-tested, proven technique. Now relax, take a deep breath, let it out slowly, and repeat after me. Wedding Day Diamonds. Yes, Wedding Day. Our family has helped anxious guys relax, actually enjoy the process, and know that they've secured the best possible diamond engagement ring their money can buy for more than 40 years. And we can do the same for you. Don't suffer diamond anxiety. Remember the 3 magic words, Wedding Day Diamonds, and keep breathing, because I think that's important too.
Wedding Day Diamonds, 9 locations, including Rochester and St. Cloud.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
Visit levelmn.com right now and get 10% off all joint sealing in September. Take care of your home today before the snow flies and seal your concrete to prevent sinking and to play defense against Minnesota winners. Visit levelmn.com right now and get 10% off your joint sealing.
Smart Start MN, your ignition interlock specialists. You're listening to The Fan.
They defined a movement. Now they're bringing it back to life. My Chemical Romance is coming to Target Field on August 24th with special guest Sleater Kinney. Get the full details and your tickets at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. John Bonus is here, Chris Hockey live in England. Let's dive into what really matters. Lots to get to here. Marnie should be here in like a half an hour. Hi, Sauce.
Hey, man. How are you?
Here's some sports.
Yeah, man.
The Twins fired Rocco Baldelli. I can't wait to see who they come up with next. Third winningest manager in Twins history. John Bonus, is there a press conference or something you said today? What's the deal?
10 o'clock this morning. They're going to have often they have 2 days after the season ends, one way or the other. They have a press conference where they have sort of a state of the team and what you can expect in the offseason or what they're kind of reviewing things. A lot of times all of those sort of questions take a back seat if there's been a big change. Last year when Thad Levine left, there wasn't a lot of talk about what to expect in the offseason because people were talking about Thad Levine and what the new shakeup was going to look like. And I think the same thing will be happening with Rocco. But I think there's a lot of good questions that we can kind of glean from that, like how they think they're going to sell this to a new manager. You know?
All right. What really matters, though, is this.
What country has the most time zones?
Gotta think Russia.
Yeah, it's got to be Russia.
Including its territories, France has 12 time zones.
France?
The most of any other country.
The territories, that's cheating.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
It's cheating.
France. You've been to a lot of those, right, Hogs Daddy?
I've been to some of them, man. I tell you, I'll say it before I say it again. Go to the French Alps. I know that sounds like I'm a hoity-toity guy, but I'm just a hillbilly, and I got really lucky and won a silent auction at a charity event for almost nothing. So we went to the French Alps as a family. It was the greatest trip of my life. I wish I could go back there and live in that week for the rest of my life. It was the best.
French Alps.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I believe that.
The Wild preseason continues. They host Winnipeg tonight at 7 o'clock. The regular season opener is a week from Thursday at St. Louis, and the home opener is a week from Saturday against Columbus. What really matters, though, is this.
It takes roughly 540 peanuts to make a jar of peanut butter.
I was going to guess 535.
Yeah.
I've watched how it's made. It's pretty fascinating.
I freaking love peanut butter.
So good.
You do?
It's elite. Yep. Sure do.
What do you put it on?
Stuff.
I just never know what you're going to like.
Right,
not
correct.
Like. Does your dog like peanut butter?
But it's okay because it's my dog.
Yeah, no, I get it. I wasn't questioning that.
Like, do you put it on toast?
Sure.
English muffin?
No.
Outstanding on an English muffin. Outstanding.
Just put regular butter.
Really late.
Hold on, what's your problem with having it on an English muffin?
Just put it on a piece of toast. What does it have to be on an English muffin?
English muffin's too fancy?
Yeah, what's your problem?
What's you going against the English?
Quit asking questions.
Or is it muffins?
Chris, you were saying?
I know we went along with Greenard, so I'm not going to spend too much time breaking things down for you because we got to break sometimes soon. But, man, the eggs over here are weird. They freak me out.
Yeah.
They freak me out.
In what way?
They're runny and they're like they look different colors, and I know there's nut preservatives and stuff, but I like preservatives.
Yeah, same.
How about the
Give
bacon?
Me preservatives. The bacon looks not like bacon. Looks like they took a cheese grater to the side of a pig.
Oh.
Yeah, look, I know the food over there is probably healthier, but I like artificial food coloring.
Yeah, same.
I like my food to be processed as much as possible.
I like my chicken bleached.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
does Glenn Taylor.
when you get the English breakfast there, where you've got all the different 8 different things on the plate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are your go-tos, Mr. Hockey? And first, and what I really want to get to is, where does blood sausage rank?
Oh, golly, ma. I don't know.
Is it
what
at the
that
top or is it at the bottom?
No.
It's the blackish-looking stuff that's kind of meatish.
Gross.
But I mean, I don't know what it is. You know?
Yeah. No. Well, that's true.
It's just, my God, I saw it this morning. You know, breakfast is my worst because I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody. The eggs gross me out.
Mm-hmm.
The bacon's not bacon. I don't know what animal that was, but I'm telling you, it's not bacon. And
baked beans? What do you think about that for breakfast?
Why is there always baked beans? Why do they want it? Why do they want me to start my own jazz band over here?
Yeah, correct.
I can't eat beans that often.
Hawk's 100% correct. Why is it baked beans?
Why is it always baked beans?
Every time we've been there and we get those, hotel breakfasts or like continental-esque breakfasts, I walk up and down the aisle, and breakfast is like one of my easiest meals, right? As somebody who eats like I do, there's a lot of options.
Sure.
In England, I basically walk the line and go, nope, nope, and then I get to the end and they have those the British Frosted Flakes, which they call Frosties, and I grab about 6 boxes of those and I walk back and sit down and have a cup of coffee and 6 Frosties. Zach, your hand.
Quick on-air production meeting. Hawk, can you give us a little bit more volume?
I'm sorry. Yes, I absolutely can. I had to.
There we go.
Hi, Pete. Come on over if you'd like. I had to cut the sleeves off my shirt, so
to look like
I'm
Greenard.
so hot. I can't stand it. It's so hot in here, and Pete's going to back me up in a minute. I literally am sitting in a greenhouse. I didn't know I was going to be sitting in a greenhouse. I got jeans and a long sleeve shirt and a vest on, and I had to cut the sleeves off. So I had to ask the gentleman in the kitchen if I could have some scissors, and he said, why? And I was embarrassed, so I said I was going to cut some paper, but I had to cut the sleeves off my shirt. So
Are you in a biker gang?
Dude, you have no idea how hot it is in here. Am I right, Pete? It's insane. I should get a towel and just sit here as if I'm doing it in a sauna.
Well, it's a greenhouse. Didn't you see Frosty the Snowman? You can't just hang out in there with no repercussions.
You're so right.
Oh, poor Frosty.
You're so right. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
I'm Hockey the Snowman.
Oh.
That son of a bitch lasted like 5 minutes.
Poor Frosty.
Immediately melted.
Why are
Okay,
you
I'm
in a
back on now,
greenhouse?
Zacho.
Why in a greenhouse?
I don't know, but it's so hot.
Why did you sit up in a greenhouse? Can't you go outside?
What are you questioning Jared's ideas over there, John Bonus?
No, this is where the media's at. So it's just,
I got you.
That's how it goes. Hi. I'm sorry. These are my sleeves.
I do like the Vikings just trying to sweat out the media.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You did cut the sleeves off, and you're working.
Tomorrow we're setting up in the meat cooler. You enjoy.
Oh, she's putting up a screen. Oh, thank you so much.
This Chris is basically on day 2 of Survivor.
Yeah, correct.
He's given himself like a bandana. He's cut off his sleeves. He's sweating.
Tom Hanks.
He's complaining about the food.
Guys, last night, I'm pretty sure a monkey came into my tent and had his way with me.
Wow. Who's that behind you? Is that Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast.
I think it was Jared.
Oh.
It might have just been Jared.
Jared was one behind him, or Jared was the monkey?
That is not Jared.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. All right, let's catch up because we ran super late with Greenard. Paul, your hands up though.
Since KOC is speaking to the media, we have a bunch of breaking news about Vikings injuries and their plan this week.
All right, let's walk through all of those when we get back. Chris is in England. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
We have an accident on 94 westbound on the exit to westbound 394. They cleared a crash 94 eastbound at 35W. 494 with a crash eastbound at France in the left lane. It's heavy from East Bush Lake. 169 slow northbound from Highway 101 to Old Shakopee. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Metro State University. Discover what a Metro State University degree can do for you at their open house events in October. Visit their campus October 20th to learn about bachelor's programs or October 23rd for master's and doctoral degrees. Sign up at metrostate.edu/open house.
Hey, it's Guardsy from Bumper to Bumper. The other day, I'm over at a friend's place. He's pumped to watch football.
But his setup, total mess. Lagging, buffering, and switching between apps trying to find the game. He claimed he was a big fan, but I feel like I've been fan-fished. See, if you call yourself a football fan, you gotta have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. I can find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place. And the way I watch, next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I've got all the action right in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear, it feels like I'm in the stadium. Sometimes I've got 4 games going at once, because why not? On top of that, I get real-time notifications and live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K capable TV box.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at Target Center on February 15th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You can have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like what you just ate, that's all people remember. And most gums and mints just cover it up. That's like spraying perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth, it's different. It's a functional breath freshener you swallow, clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. Zellman's is only available online. Go to Zellman's, Z-E-L-M-I-N-S, Zellman's.com, code RADIO for 15% off.
This time of the year, the games are intense, the crowds are electric, and love, well, love is undefeated. If you're ready to put a ring on it, go see my friends at Continental Diamond. Nobody does engagement rings like they do. Incredible selection, hands down the best diamonds, and a team that's as friendly as your favorite tailgate. And if you're thinking, I want to get engaged tonight, they have a gorgeous selection of rings ready to go, no waiting. Continental Diamond, the jewelry store. Minnesota adores.
Major League Volleyball, a new unified league where the game's brightest stars compete at the highest level. The most established women's pro volleyball league in the U.S. is on fire. But we're just warming up. Every serve, every spike, every moment. Don't miss the action. MLB Season 3, January 2026. Join the movement at provolleyball.com and follow MLB on Instagram and YouTube.
Hey, it's Guardsy for one of my favorite places in the world, MSP Airport. You may have heard that MSP Airport has once again been named the best mega airport for traveler satisfaction by J.D. Power. That's 3 out of the last 4 years, MSP is number 1. And with MEA coming up, I've got some great tips for you. I always pre-book my parking. That way I know I have a spot. And get there early because MSP has awesome food and drink options, fun entertainment, even art to take a look at as you relax before your flight. Learn more at MSPAirport.com. And for J.D. Power 2025 awards information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Chilly nights? Stay warm with Hoffman's $59 furnace tune-up. Comfort starts here.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Minnesota United FC.
The Twins fired manager Rocco Baldelli after a 70-92 season, their worst since 2016. Vikings will be the first NFL team to play back-to-back international games when they face the Browns Sunday in London. Right tackle Brian O'Neill week to week with an MCL sprain. Monday night doubleheader, Dolphins picked up their first win after beating the Jets. Broncos crushed the Bengals. I'm Ronza Moss.
Minnesota United returns to Allianz Field to face off against Sporting Kansas City on October 4th at 7:30 p.m. Presented by Target. For more information, visit mnufc.com.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul, The Fan.
Bonus Bucks is back on KFAN. We have 9 chances for you to win $1,000 every weekday. That's every hour from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. To enter the keywords, learn more, head to KFAN.com. Bonus Bucks is presented by 2 men and a junk truck.
All right, Power Trip Morning Show. We're back into what really matters. We'll do scores and stats around the world of sports, and then Sauce will change your life. But Sauce, you might be doing both because it sounds like you have a lot of updates. KOC was speaking to the media in England You have a lot of injury updates that we can walk through. And again, Chris is live in England. Bonus is here. Marnie will be here in a second. Paul, the floor is yours.
Alec Lewis tweeted 10 minutes ago, Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell said that Andrew Van Ginkel is not expected to practice this week, and they are evaluating every avenue and all options and getting him feeling 100% and back out there. He has a neck injury.
So it's a neck injury.
Yep.
We're here live in lovely old, jolly old England town, and Pete Bursich just joined me. If you could watch us at KFAN.com/watch, that's the great Pete Bursich.
I wanted to come out here just to bake.
Yeah, no, you're not done yet. I'm going to have to roll you over in a moment.
God.
Hi, Pete.
We're doing what really matters, so we'll keep these. We'll
Sorry.
do this really quickly. But didn't Van Ginkel have neck problems before we signed him? Is that what his issue used to be?
I believe so.
I think so too. Yeah.
So it's in his history. Whether or not this is the same thing or something different,
Right.
you don't know.
It's such a huge miss to not have him on the field, isn't it?
It is, but then again, it's a huge opportunity for Dallas Turner.
Yeah,
right. He's got to take advantage of the opportunities that are there. It's never a good thing when you get a teammate injured, but it's the next guy up, and you have a first-round draft pick right behind him.
Yeah.
So, you hope that he can pick up the slack, and the difference in the run defense right now with Van Ginkel, and it matters. He's so good in space. He's so good on the edge. Replacing him is going to be extremely difficult in that regard.
There you go. What else you got, Saucy?
Well, by the way, a day and a half ago on Twitter, Sauce tweeted, quote, Dallas Turner is a bust.
I did tweet that.
You did tweet that. That was
That's
Sunday
news?
morning. Dallas Turner is a bust.
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying, is he breaking news now, or what? I mean, what are we doing?
I don't know. He has broken a lot of news, Pete. He does a lot of scooping while pooping.
That's it, scooping while pooping.
Yep, he sits on the toilet and people send him information. Sauce, the floor is yours yet again.
Let's see here. Now you want like a group of owls is called a what?
Oh, we've done this one.
Hooters.
Hang on.
Brilliant.
Howl?
It's something weird. Crows are a murder. We know that. But it's something weird like that.
A den?
No.
Just tell us. We don't remember. Our memories are terrible.
It's one of the best brands of cigarettes.
A Marlboro.
A group of owls is called a parliament.
Parliament.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Back to me. Vikings head coach KOC said that right tackle Brian O'Neill has an MCL sprain. They called him week to week because of the bye week. The short-term IR is not expected.
So he might not play Sunday, but they expect him back by the Eagles game post-bye.
That's what that means, yes. Pete, your thoughts?
Yeah, Pete, I have a question for you regarding that exact thing.
I was
Because
going to say better an MCL than an ACL.
yeah, and didn't somebody say, was a coach that said? Somebody said to PA that we might have won that game if O'Neill hadn't gone out. Do you agree with that assessment?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look back. I mean, it would have helped.
Yeah.
I mean, no question about it. But it's every time you lose somebody in the offensive line, especially a guy that you expect to be there, right? Then you decide that you have to help him out, and that's one of the things I saw. You definitely saw with T.J. Hockenson is he's chipping his way out all the time, and that limits the routes that a tight end can run. It limits, there's a lot of adjusting on the fly when you lose a guy you're counting on, and you lose a center too. So there's just a lot of. It's hard when those guys haven't practiced all week. But yeah, he would have made a difference, and it ended up only being a 3-point game. So unless he's talking about a specific play, right, that kind of thing, I don't know. I haven't dug into it.
Hey, Pete, dumb question. But if you are just decimated at one specific position and you're on a 12-day European trip, how easy is it to get somebody off the waiver wire and get them over there and acclimated and practice? Like, theoretically, like if they don't have somebody to play a position, what do they do
That's
for the
exactly
Cleveland
what you
game?
do. If you find somebody, you throw them on a plane and bring them out here.
Man,
that's what you have. That's what you have to do. That's why.
What a mess.
This is all new. Don't forget. Right?
I mean, how about just managing injuries? I mean, you've got so many things that are going on. You don't have your usual facilities. Usually, even if you've got back-to-back road trip games, you're coming home. You get to go to TCO Performance Center to get this stuff taken care of. Now you're trying to manage all this stuff on the fly while you're 6 time zones away. It feels like is this something that are they running uphill because of that as well?
Oh, we lost him.
I think we lost him.
We got him on video.
And lastly, the Vikings are looking to get quarterback J.J. McCarthy back on the practice field this week, Thursday or Friday. So these are the first steps he's taking to possibly start, I would guess, against
the
Philly.
Eagles.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, get him back out there.
My
As
turn
as
again.
possible. Sure. By the way, I'm watching the video.
Yeah,
Chris and Peter are still talking. My guess is they're still talking about how to replace right tackles if they're injured. But again, we lost them, so they're still on the video. I don't think they can hear us, and we can't hear them.
Hey, Zacho.
So they're still going, though.
You
It looks
might
like they're having
know
a great
this.
conversation.
What, Zacho?
Yes, sir.
Google Images was created why?
I'm not sure.
Jennifer Lopez wore that green dress at the 2000 Grammys.
Oh, okay. Man, we are missing some great stuff here.
Yeah, they're still going.
I should probably call Hawk. Hey, Siri, call Hawk.
Call hogs. They are going, man.
Yep. They're going to be heartbroken when they realize the last minute and a half of injury replacement talk
If you're
is...
on KFAN.com right now, /watch, look at the like, what would the name of this podcast be? Hawk Sleeveless.
And now they both stopped talking. I think they're finally realizing right now that we didn't hear a word they just said for the last 2 minutes.
No.
Yep, it's happening.
I'm trying to call him.
Yep, they can't hear us. No. It doesn't matter. What were we talking about? Is it my turn, your turn? What are we doing?
I mean, I
Keep going.
think that's about it. How about this one? Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, not only did he dislocate his knee and break everything else, he tore multiple ligaments in his knee.
That's the update from this morning?
Yeah. He's having surgery to repair the significant injury today.
Yeah, so last night they were tweeting that he was going to be hospitalized overnight. Season-ending injury, dislocated knee for Tyreek Hill. They were checking for ligament damage, cartilage damage, broken bones, nerve damage, blood flow issues. Like they were doing the whole thing, Johnny Bones. They were looking to see if this was a significant, maybe like a Teddy Bridgewater.
I was going to say, this sounds like the Teddy Bridgewater
That's what
situation.
Hawk said off the air, that it's pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
Was it a non-contact injury? I didn't see I wasn't watching the game. You guys watch it?
I did not see
I saw
the
some
injury.
of it, yeah.
Tua, 2 touchdowns, both to Darren Waller. The Dolphins get their first victory of the year, 27-21 over the Jets. The Jets are 0-4.
They're not a good team.
This time last year, everybody thought, a month or 13 months ago, everybody thought that team was going to be a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Jets.
They had Rodgers, yeah.
No.
What a
God.
disaster.
Right.
The Eiffel Tower was originally made for Barcelona.
Really?
Yep.
The French stole it.
I guess, yeah.
It's
That's
hard
all
to
it
steal.
says.
That's a heist. Stealing a tower.
Yeah. Didn't
Under the cover
David
of darkness.
Copperfield do that?
It made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
I've got a similar what really matters about the Eiffel Tower for the next time around.
Okay. What were we going to ask Corliss?
I'm going to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris and then see the Eiffel Tower in Vegas about 3.5 days apart.
Which one are you more excited for? They're not listening. The one in Vegas. The Eiffel Tower in Paris, have you ever been?
Have not.
It's cool. It's like, you can't believe it. You're like, wow. And then you're like, okay, now what? I mean, that's just my attitude. But like the area around the Eiffel Tower is outstanding.
Yeah.
There's all these cute little markets and stuff. It's cool, man. The area around it is cool. But like, are you going to go up in it?
I don't know. All I know is the way you just described seeing it and being immediately underwhelmed and like, now what? The only thing I can think of like that in the United States, where the second I saw it, I'm like, that's cool. And then 0.7 seconds later,
Can
I'm
I
like,
guess?
now what? Yeah, I think we've talked about it
The
on the air.
Arch in St. Louis.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Just a gigantic waste of time. It is when you're driving on the highway and you're like, hey, there's the Arch. And you get closer and you're like, that's it? And the area underneath it there's almost nothing there. It's just an arch. And then you ask yourself, well, what did I expect? I don't even know what I wanted it to be. I just was like, that's it? It is I would argue the exact same thing as the cherry and the spoon. You see it for a second, you go, that's cool. Now what?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to feel the same way about the Eiffel Tower as you did, but we'll see.
Are you going to the Louvre?
Yeah.
So my recommendation is after that, make sure you get tickets. We didn't. So we just wandered around the town and I just drank wine.
That must have gone well.
Oh, it went great. It was outstanding.
Yeah, you want to get Louvre tickets ahead of time.
No, last year I did it.
Oh, got it.
Go to the other side of the Louvre. Go to the towns behind it. It's so cool. It's like it's sweet, dude. You can't, that whole area is great. Once you get out of like main city Paris, it's fun, man. France is kind of cool. Paris, the people aren't very friendly, but once you get outside of it, it's awesome, man. The town behind the Louvre is sweet.
You know, your question, though, about which one am I more excited to see? One I've never seen, and one feels like home.
Vegas your way. Did Hogs pass?
He's working hard on whatever's going on out there. I'm watching him.
They're trying to
off
figure
the
it
air.
out.
I finally took him off because it was kind of weird. Him with his. And I'll bring it back up for a second.
Here's my Eiffel Tower fact.
The sleeveless thing.
When the Eiffel Tower was built, it was the tallest man-made structure in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to that, do you know what the tallest man-made structure in existence was just before the Eiffel Tower?
So approximately what year is this? Is this like late 1800s?
Yeah, late 1800s.
The Fauché Tower.
Nope. That was 1930.
Big Ben?
1928.
The pyramids.
It was the Great Pyramid, which was built 4,000 years earlier.
No, that was the 1800s.
Do you know that bit?
No, I don't think I ever heard this bit. Who's...
A PA once said on the air and was nominated for preposterous statement that the pyramids were built in the 1800s. That was a statement that did not win. That's how preposterous what we say on this station tends to be, because that did not win.
Clearly, there's some fixing going on in the preposterous statement tournament, because when my Shohei Ohtani one can't take it, when it loses out, I mean, I lose all faith in the system.
That should have won.
Yeah.
That's,
exactly.
I mean, they still make that joke. They were talking about the other day about how the big dumper Cal Raleigh wouldn't fit on the Twins roster.
That's right, yeah.
Yep.
It's like the Josh Hamilton home run derby. Everybody remembers that he didn't even win.
No, he didn't.
No.
Yeah. Who won that?
Morneau.
No,
Future Twins manager?
The preposterous statement tournament? It was...
Tommy's won it multiple times.
Oh, was it Rosie when he said Hooters was a family restaurant and it was just a pregame spot for movies that Nick picked?
It might have been the Thielen one.
Carolina Panthers Super Bowl
it was
contender.
The Carolina Panthers. I think it was Thielen.
See, I hate
beat
those
me on
ones
that.
because those are always hindsight
And what's he
preposterous.
supposed to say?
Right. Of course he went there thinking that they could do well. I don't like those ones that are ridiculous in hindsight.
Corey really wanted Rosie to win.
Again, whenever I love a quote, though, it curses it. Because I just scream, I'm like, this is the winner.
It's like a State Fair t-shirt.
Yeah, there's just no chance. Once I plant my flag in a quote, you might as well just say it's gone in round one. Not going to happen. The news is next. We'll see if we can get Chris connected and Pete connected back from close to London, England. Marnie should be here in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have an accident 94 westbound at Highway 52 on the right shoulder. Traffic is heavy from White Bear, and it's tight westbound from 35W to Hennepin Lyndale. 94 eastbound slow from Highway 101 to Weaver Lake. 494 tight eastbound at France following an accident. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Silvertree Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Cold weather's coming. Be ready with Silvertree Plumbing and Heating. Get a furnace tune-up for just $79 and stay safe and warm all winter. As your locally owned Bryant dealer, they'll do whatever it takes. Schedule now at silvertreeph.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at Window Nation and windownation.com. It's almost October. You know what that means? Eventually, it's going to get colder. I think like a week from today, I think the high is like 62. So you may still have your windows open to let that fall air in, but maybe you can open your windows. Maybe they're cracked. Maybe they're ugly. Maybe you get embarrassed even being around your windows because your neighbors are like, those are the worst windows I've ever seen. And then somebody will say, well, they're not that bad. And then somebody will go, wait, that meat sauce guy always talks about Window Nation and WindowNation.com, and they always have great deals. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. There's no limit on how many windows you can get that you need to replace. You can get as many as you want, and your total price includes 1-day installation. Think of that. They can do it in 1 day. My friends at Window Nation also offer you make no payments for 2 years, no monthly payments, and no down payment, no interest until 2027. All you got to do to get started is go to WindowNation.com. I love WindowNation.com. You will too. If you need new windows, go to WindowNation.com.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at Target Center on February 15th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Today is the day to start making your dream space a reality. Your Minneapolis Floor and Decor locations are ready to help right now with the latest looks in tile, wood, and stone. Looks that don't just reflect how you live, but where you live. If you can dream it, we have it. Our designers can help you make your home yours, reliably in stock and at prices that can't be beat. Your Floor and Decor is ready. How about you? In Maple Grove, Woodbury, and Apple Valley, visit Floor and Decor today.
Barrero back with you for my friends at Bradshaw and Bryant. If you've been injured in a car accident, you need to go with the pro's pro, Mike Bryant at Bradshaw and Bryant. Visit MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com. That's MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Improve the look and value of your home with new doors or patio doors from builders and remodelers.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Visit roberthalf.com/Twin Cities. No one knows Twin City businesses like locals. With decades of experience here in the Twin Cities, Robert Half connects skilled professionals in finance, technology, administrative, and more. Visit roberthalf.com/Twin Cities.
Fan forecast. High in the 80s today once again, mostly cloudy skies.
Touchdown! Gophers, Ohio State, Saturday on the audio home for Gophers football. FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Hey, Rubes, this football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com, keyword contest, learn more and enter today. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest.
All right, John Bonus is here. Marnie Gelner is here. Good morning, Marnie.
Hi, good morning, guys. Godspeed to anyone on Crosstown in Edina. It's special today. I don't know what's going on, but we were creeping.
Is it construction related?
Nope.
Accident
Nope.
related?
There was one early on, just fender bender, and they were off to the side. That was a slowdown, and then we picked up again, and then we came to near
Crosstown westbound last night was just shut down between like between like Portland and Cedar. So
Nope. I did not see a single construction cone. I just saw brake lights.
Sauce, how are the roads in Edina? You guys okay? It's tough living there.
In Edina,
Oh,
it's
no
tough.
thanks.
You can't get off on 50th in France.
Oh, my gosh, no.
There's only one way to get to
so
Jerry's.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. Pray for us, please.
It's through Mordor.
We should have Hawk back.
All right, I think we have Chris back connected from England. Hi, Chris. Good morning.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, and good day to you all. Hi, Marnie. It's great to hear your little voice.
Good morning, Hawk. How's your trip going so far?
It's gone great. Outside of the loss, even the game was fun. It was an immaculate atmosphere. I don't know if you guys got an opportunity to hear or just see video of the entire crowd singing along to Zombie, but that was a moment I won't forget. The young lady singing the Irish national anthem literally had about 9 of us in the row crying. Being outside for a broadcast was super fun. The fans right beside PA was awesome.
By the way, Chris, that I think most of us felt that through the TV even, because they had like a country guy that lived in Ireland sing the American national anthem. He was like, And you're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
And then that gal gets up there and just belts out an absolute operatic slammer. And I'm like, God dang, their anthem sounded significantly better than ours. And maybe it was the two performers, but man, that gal sang the hell out of that song. It was awesome.
Ben's going to be upset that I told you this, but I could hear him weeping gently down the line in the microphone. It was like Christmas. It was like a Christmas song, and she was beautiful, and the moment was beautiful, and the crowd was just having so much fun. And again, the Steelers fans, and there were a lot of Steelers fans. Obviously, it was a home game for them, but apparently that's a big hub for them, Dublin, for Steelers fans. But they were really nice, and everybody got along great. I didn't see a single fight. It was a really, really, really fun atmosphere. And being outdoors in that old stadium, which I think the PA told us the stadium was 140 years old. It's a whole nother world, man. And it was the first time they'd ever played an NFL game in Dublin, and they loved it.
So then I wonder if Croke Park was built before the pyramids.
Well,
I had a long discussion with PA about that. We're going to look it up when we get back to the States.
Very, very close. All right. Should we do the news? Chris, you want to do it? Zach, you want to do it? How do you want to do this? On-air production meeting.
You know what? Let's fire back and forth, shall we? Because I got a couple of things brought up over here so I can talk to you guys about.
Right on.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
And don't forget, man, there's some cool Halloween stuff going on at CHS Field. Check out chsfield.com, I believe is the website for that, Zacho, but you can check my work on that. But I'm sure you can see it at saintsbaseball.com as well. Underneath the field, there's going to be some haunted tunnels, and it's going to be scary and fun for the kiddos, and it feels like Halloween out there, so let's check it out.
Underneath the field.
Oh, that's what I heard. The tunnels underneath the field, they're going to decorate them up for the kiddos. That's what I heard.
That's a trap. That's a trap.
It's a trap.
That's the clown from It.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
Stealing and killing kids.
Nope, that's just sauce.
What? I'm not doing any of that.
The
Louis.
$500 million worth of renovations at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport are nearly finished. A decade-long worth of construction was intended to reduce congestion, increase capacity, and improve passenger flow. The Terminal 1 pre-security area was expanded by 1,700 square feet. Security screening was consolidated from 6 checkpoints just to 2. 11 more large baggage carousels were installed to accommodate larger amounts of passengers, and the airport was ranked first in all categories among mega airports except for ease of travel. So far, so good. The work is done. Everybody's happy. Let's go MSP.
All right.
We did it.
We did it.
Badass airport.
The best.
It really is.
It is a good airport.
Anything that eases congestion. Traffic, airports,
NyQuil.
Disneyland.
Diarrhea.
NyQuil.
I'm all for it.
Sauce, you have all the fancy stuff, right? Pre-check stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Clear, whatever else it's called.
Yeah. Clear.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you have all that stuff.
I do too. Yeah, because A, I don't like waiting in lines, and B, it's easy to get.
And if you're going to get pre-check, get global entry because it's like
Yes.
$15 more, and so you might as well.
Global entry can save you hours.
What if you're not traveling internationally?
But
I mean,
for
Then you're poor,
$15,
Marnie.
It's 5 years.
Yeah, it's
Well,
worth
I
it if you
have
maybe do it
I'm
once.
telling you, I have TSA pre-check. I just don't have the global part of it.
Well,
you've
silly
never,
you.
you've never left North America,
Yeah,
though.
you've never been
Missing
west of
out.
Ohio.
You don't go around the
But
globe.
that's why I'm asking.
But if there's an outside chance you do, it's worth the $15. Like if
Okay.
you, Kelly and I, when we came back from Paris last year, you just said you were there.
You're literally abroad right now, Hawk.
I'm not abroad.
No, he's not. Don't call him that.
I'm not abroad. I'm just wearing panties.
But we got
tank
back,
top.
and multiple planes had all landed at the same time internationally, and the line to get back into this lovely state was about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And Kelly doesn't have global entry, and I did.
Did
So
you
I
say
waited in line.
bye-bye?
No, I waited in line with her, and it was the bane of my existence. I hate
Yeah,
waiting.
give it a year.
So you hated spending an hour and a half with your wife?
No, it was outstanding. I don't like waiting in lines.
Well, you guys could talk about stuff. Talk about future Lou.
It's Lee. It's
Leo?
It's Lee. Wow.
It's Lee.
There is no Leo, Louie, or anybody on lead.
What's your kid's name?
Louis.
Oh, it's Louis.
What'd you think it was?
Hadn't
Lyle.
thought to consider.
Oh, wow. Thanks a lot.
Thought it was
See, that's
brisket.
worth it.
Here's the best
I believe it's Lyle Menendez meets Sauce Lambert.
Which of the Menendez brothers does Zach like?
Yes.
Neither, really. They don't.
Which actor that played
Cooper?
them? There you go.
Neither really.
Things have been tough enough for them. Can you quit talking down about him, please?
Didn't they just get denied parole
Yes,
or
they
an
did.
opportunity
That's what
at
I
parole
mean.
again?
Those poor kids.
Zach was devastated.
Well, I mean, some people get second chances, some people don't.
Yeah.
Tough break for the Menendez brothers.
Tough break for people who have a house in Miami. The Miami housing bubble could be about to burst. I know you were thinking about buying a home down there, Johnny Bones. Be careful.
Yeah.
According to the United Bank of Switzerland's Global Real Estate Bubble Index, it's probably bubble, but I can't see real well in here. It's too bright. It says Miami has the highest real estate bubble risk in the entire world. The mayor determined the bubble index from price to income and price to rent ratios, lending standards and construction activity, and real price growth. So if you were thinking about buying a home like Johnny Bones was in Miami, don't do it yet. Wait.
Johnny Bones, you're kind of a world traveler, right? You probably have global entry.
I actually don't.
If you were
I didn't
going to
even know it
build,
existed.
if you were going to build a house right now and move somewhere besides Minneapolis, where would you move and why?
Philadelphia.
Oh my God!
Did you say mafia?
No, Philadelphia.
Let's say you can't. It can't be Philly either. No Philly, no Minneapolis.
Boy, good question.
Fargo?
Good job.
Chicago.
Good question.
Oh, you like
Fargo.
Chicago?
I
that
do
much.
like Chicago. Yeah, Chicago.
Where in Chicago?
Oh, someplace downtown, I would think.
Man, you like the action.
I do.
You're not a suburb
loves
guy at
long
all.
lines.
He loves the action.
Suburbs have Targets. That was the end of my sentence.
And lawns.
Yeah, I don't want
basements.
lawns. I don't want backyards.
Oh, man.
I barely want targets.
What do you mean you barely want Targets?
your
That's the best
problem?
parts. They have Starbucks inside of them.
That's good.
Incredible.
You can get coffee inside of a
Incredible.
Target.
It's
Just
amazing.
walking around, shopping and drinking.
You make a strong case.
It's not something I do,
Our
but
Target
I just
in-
stay home.
Our Target in Jessica also has a liquor store. So
Oh,
you
boo,
can-
boo, 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 boo.
Two birds, one stone.
That's why Marty bought there.
One of those fancy Target liquor stores.
Oh, my Target carries bourbon. Oh.
Mine too.
You know, Edina doesn't even have Target because they think it's so pedestrian. It's just gross.
Really?
Yep, they don't even do it. What do you have there?
We have a Target in Edina. I was there
No.
yesterday with my son.
No chance.
And as we were checking out, there's these meat sticks, and one of the brands of it is just Hey Fatty. And I was like, oh.
Did you get one for Lukey?
It's Louis. It's Louis.
Lil Lukey? You call him Lukey Skywalker?
No, it's Louis.
Oh, it's Louis.
I just had a memory. I had something I wanted to tell you guys. Can I tell you before I let you go?
Yeah, man.
Because you guys got it covered from here on out, and I'm so hot that I'm not kidding you. And when I take these pants off, I'm going to have to wring out my underwear like I've been doing the dishes. It's unbelievable.
That's
I'm
gross.
so sweaty right now. Yeah, thank you. I feel it. You should feel it. Do you want to feel it? I'll show you.
You got to work out by sitting in the
sort of-
greenhouse.
Yeah, right. I can't wait to hear Paul Allen talk about this on his show. He is going to not be happy, but I digress. What was my story going to be? Son of a bitch. I had a great story for you. Oh, yeah. Okay. The movie, One Battle After Another.
Yeah, nothing
Okay.
but good things I've heard.
I've been so excited to go see it. So I'm in Dublin, Ireland. Not right now, but I was in Dublin, Ireland. It was Saturday, and I didn't want to go to the bar and just sit around and drink because I had done that previously the last, the few nights before that, and I was going to do it the next day as well. So I went to a movie theater in Dublin, and I bought my ticket to see One Battle After Another with Leo DiCaprio. So I sit there, and there's three people in this tiny movie theater. Apparently, all the movie theaters over there are very small. And I sit there, and it's 6:15, and the movie was supposed to start at 6:15, and there's nobody in there. And the first trailer starts, then the second trailer starts. By the time the third trailer started, the entire theater was full, and I had people on both sides of me, and I was very uncomfortable because there were so many people in there, and it felt like if the place caught on fire, forgive me for being uncool, it was going to be like a Great White concert. It felt dangerous in there, okay? And then, making things worse, nobody would stop talking. The movie started and people were gabbing. I got up and left because first of all, I couldn't hardly hear what was going on in the movie because people wouldn't stop talking. They were so wasted. They wouldn't stop talking. And second of all, I was so angry at the people sitting around me that I knew the movie was going to be bad because I was so angry. So I got up, I watched 3 trailers about the first 3 minutes of the movie and then left.
No kidding.
Wow. Yeah. I
Good
couldn't
for you,
believe
though.
it.
Don't, because again, it's universally apparently just an awesome movie. So you don't want it to be ruined by a bunch of drunken Irishmen.
No, I did not. And so I got up and left. So that's the first 3 minutes looked great. Looked great. The first 3 minutes looked real good. So that's my breakdown. So I'm going to go see it at some point while I'm here.
Sweet.
Oh, and one more before I let you go. I'm sorry, Corey, you're going to appreciate this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that PA is not mad that I tell the story. I don't think he will be. So there's a little town called Ware, right down the street from here. Where? Here, there, where, here, where. Okay. We didn't get to when yet or how. We've tried. And you walk down the main street. It's a little tiny town. You walk down the main street and there are these 2 places that are sports gambling places, right? They're just sports gambling. That's all they are, just sports gambling. Like it's like a Circle K, only it's for sports gambling. So we go in there and they're showing races from all over the place, United States, everywhere, right? And PA is like, okay, we're going to bet for your first time ever on a horse race. And I'm like, cool. And I hear from behind me, there goes Hollywood. And they had dog races going on as well. And I was like, Corey would love this so much. And you know what, that bastard? He would not bet on dogs. He said he doesn't bet on dog races. That's what Paul Allen said. I don't know. He said they were not equine athletes, and he only bets on equine athletes. So I didn't get to bet on who caught Hollywood.
You're telling me a greyhound isn't an athlete? Those sons of bitches can fly.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I watched it. It was so much fun. I loved watching those doggies run it. And I was watching to see if they looked sad or beaten up or mistreated. And they couldn't have looked happier. Dogs running with tongues out of their mouth. And I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody. I don't mean to. But every time I heard the guy go, here goes Hollywood, I was like, woo.
Yeah. So as long as, like, all right, they're having the time of their lives. They're running around the track. They win, they lose, whatever. They're having a blast. If the second they are off the track, they're treated like when the 4 show up at the Emerald City and they're basically getting makeovers. That's how a greyhound's life should be off the track. Get pampered, get your nails done, get a haircut, right? Get all buffed and shined, and then get back out there and chase Hollywood again. Let's go.
But it's
I'm gonna tell you,
exact opposite.
Exact opposite. But it's the best. Why
Listen,
can't they just be treated better?
Yeah.
This might be controversial, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's start our own dog racing track, and we will treat those bitches like they have never been treated before. And we'll do everything they ever want. We'll feed them steaks. We'll take them out and trim their nails. I'll walk them. I'll teach them to drive.
How about this? Our goal should be to treat them so well that even Peter's like, take it down a notch.
Yeah.
Relax.
Like, can you at least verbally abuse them a little bit?
Yeah. Rough them up.
Rough them up. Rough talk them.
Yeah.
We're going to treat them so good they're too fat to run.
Meat sauce.
I didn't want to say it. You said it. Thank God. So there you go. Here goes Hollywood.
God, it's the best, right?
Yeah.
It's so much
it's
fun.
electric. There he goes. Was Hollywood, did you say, was he a bone or a rabbit?
It was a rabbit. It was a rabbit.
It's about 50-50. I like the rabbits, too.
Do you know where it was taking place?
Florida, I think. They were beaming it in from everywhere.
I always thought the bone thing was interesting because it's like, I know dogs like bones, but I don't think dogs are dumb enough to go, that bone is running away from me.
Correct.
Yeah.
But some of them are. Some of them are like, just, I don't know. The idea of them chasing a rabbit makes way more sense, but I've definitely seen the bone thing too.
The dogs at our park are going to be like, bring the rabbit to me.
Exactly.
I'm too heavy. I can't go. I'm too full. I can't do it.
Just pretentious bitches.
They have clear and pre-check.
That's going to be the best. All right, dude. Have fun.
Okay, guys, I'll check in with you again tomorrow morning, same time. We'll be linked up, and we'll do the beginning part of the broadcast again tomorrow. But love you guys. Miss you. I hope you're having a good time, and I'll try to get some interviews today.
Sounds good.
Bye.
All right, Chris in England. There he goes. When we come back, Sauce can do sports. Marnie's here. Bonus is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at Connecticut and Connecticut.com. Your water, fact one, should be worry-free of contaminants. That's important. Your water also should leave dishes spotless and your fixtures shiny. And matter of fact, 3, your water should taste amazing. Here's some things your water should not do. It should not leave orange rust stains. It should not have a funny odor or taste. My water doesn't have any of that. Why? Because I trust Connecticut. You should too. Go to Connecticut.com to get your free water analysis. Simply go to Connecticut.com to find a dealer near you.
That is the sound of bacon sizzling, of fresh vegetables being chopped for a made-to-order omelet, and the grill being fired up for one of the juiciest burgers around. Hungry yet? Hy-Vee Market Grill is better than ever, with mouth-watering new menu items for breakfast and lunch. Whether you dine in, get it to go, or have it delivered, the best breakfast and lunch is at Hy-Vee Market Grill. Open daily, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Vikings Browns, Sunday morning live from London on the audio home for Vikings football. FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan, powered by Hy-Vee.
Score big at Hy-Vee with the Vikings Victory Bundle. For just $30, you receive 4 hamburger patties, 4 boneless pork chops, 4 brats, and 4 chicken breasts. Plus, receive 30-cent fuel saver. Save on meat and fuel at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is your official game day headquarters.
Stop settling for weak sound. It's time to level up your game and bring the boom. Hit the town with the ultra-durable LG X Boom portable speaker and enjoy vibrant sound wherever you go. Elevate your listening experience to new heights because, let's be real, your music deserves it. The future of sound is now with LG X Boom. And for a limited time, save 25% at LG.com with code FALL25. Bring the boom. X Boom.
Lock in with your favorite teams with play-by-play podcasts and local stations where you can react and join the conversation. Sports on iHeartRadio, where fans live it.
This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be a part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. You know, one of my favorite game shows of all time. Probably you as well. Wheel of Fortune, right? It's going to be at Treasure Island. Wheel of Fortune Live comes to TI just in a couple of weeks here. October 18th and 19th. It's a Saturday and Sunday. You could randomly be selected for your chance to spin a replica wheel, solve puzzles, and win incredible prizes when the game show rolls into the island. Again, just a couple of weeks from now on the 18th and 19th of October. If you love Wheel of Fortune, you love Treasure Island, put those two things together. Go to TICasino.com to learn more about Wheel of Fortune Live. You can book hotel rooms at TICasino.com. And don't forget Dane Cook right around the corner as well on Friday, October 24th. If you want to see him do stand-up, he's going to be at the island Friday, October 24th, and tickets are available right now at TICasino.com. Bingo, blackjack, poker, slot machines, they got it all at the island right outside of Red Wing. It's TICasino.com.
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro on them. It's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
24 monthly bill credits on Experience Beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Oak Cliff Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
KLC Financial is in the Covenant, and we welcome it with open arms because we want your business dreams to come true. Since 1987, KLC has been helping Minnesota businesses get the equipment and technology they need with financing that fits for you. It's easy to qualify with fast approvals and flexible terms. When your business needs it, KLC can finance it. Don't wait. Visit klcfinancial.com today. At KLC, they finance equipment, but invest in people and communities. klcfinancial.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work.
For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
All right, whether it's kickoff, halftime, or postgame, don't stress about food when it comes to football viewing parties. Just think about Raising Cane's. They got you covered. You can't go wrong with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. They're always cooked to order. They're always piping hot. They're the best. They're always fresh. They're fresh. They're never frozen. They're my favorite chicken finger on the planet. Probably the same for you. But when you're thinking about watching football even this weekend, why not tailgate and get 50 or 100 chicken fingers when you're having people over? Now, of course, they have crinkle-cut fries. They have lemonade. They have sweet tea. They have the Texas toast. You think football this fall? You think Raising Cane's in their 17 Twin Cities locations. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Raising Cane's, one love.
If you need new siding, check out Diamond Coat, professionally installed by builders and remodelers. Get up to $1,000 rebate on top of incredible savings.
The Minnesota Wild preseason continues this week on the audio home for Wild hockey. iHeartRadio and KFAN, The Fan.
Comedian Kelsey Cook is bringing a night of laughs to the Fitzgerald Theater this Saturday, and we've got your tickets to the show. Be caller number 11 at 1-800-320-5326. Right now to win a pair of tickets to the Late Show this Saturday. Call now.
Kelsey's the best. Marnie's obsessed with her.
I'm going to the Friday show.
Which one? Or the Saturday show?
Yes, I'm sorry.
You're going to the early one.
6:30 Saturday show. Yeah, Saturday's my birthday, and
happy birthday.
Happy 28th birthday.
Thank you, 29, but thank you.
Yeah.
So turns out, as you heard, we're giving away tickets. So I'm going to snag a couple.
Is that right?
And it's a gals' night at the Comedy Club, the 6:30 show.
Micah's not going?
It's Matt.
Whatever his name is. It doesn't matter.
He's not. He's not. And I don't know if it's coincidence, but Kelsey has upped her security specifically for the 6:30 show.
Makes sense. Yep, you have.
Weird.
Have you seen the movie Single White Female?
I have, yeah. I've reenacted it.
No, that's awesome. Good for you. She's awesome. I've seen her live before. I assume you've seen her specials as well. She's fantastic.
Yes, I've never seen her live. I've seen her other Netflix special. But I think that's a really cool element, too, to be part of the audience of a live taping.
Yep. And there's a night show, and obviously I think they, stitch it together and find the best of the reactions from both and put it together. It's going to be good. New material.
I can't wait. It's
Super
gonna be
cool.
A fun
That's
day.
this Saturday.
I don't go to St. Paul that often, and this is at the Fitzgerald in St. Paul, and
Good spot.
I have yet to Google, where am I parking? Where am I eating? I honestly and truly do not know. I've never been to the Fitzgerald.
Well, it's your birthday. Your gal friend should have to worry about that.
Yeah.
You should just be
Figure it out.
limoed to and fro.
Yeah, or have Musty take you.
You should be treated the way we were talking about Greyhounds being treated post-race.
Thank you.
Have
Just-
Musty drive you guys.
Yeah, Musty. Which is not a nickname from us. That's just him not knowing your husband's name. Sauce, would you like to do sports?
I would not want Must driving you on a Saturday.
That's true.
Yes, I would love to.
Not at 6:30 a.m., let alone 6:30 p.m.
No.
Musty. How about Musty yesterday just saying that he drops trow first 5 minutes of watching a show because he thought he had a deal with his wife?
I love how he
Did you hear about this, Marnie?
Yeah, I heard him on the air yesterday,
yeah.
and I gasped at his story.
He just stands up.
The pearls.
He just stands up and drops trow and is like, "We're not doing this. We talked about
He
this."
thinks that now that they're empty nesters, it's just nudity time.
Yeah.
All the time.
And, there's Sauce, I know you don't like Seinfeld. There's an episode of Seinfeld that's one of the last maybe 2 seasons where Jerry has a girlfriend who's just nude all the time.
Yeah.
Right. And at first he's like, this is awesome. We're playing board games and she's naked. But then she coughs and he gets to, he basically watches her struggle. And he's like, there's good naked and there's bad naked and she doesn't know the difference. I don't think Muss understands that yet either. That sure, you're empty nester, so the house is to yourself, but your wife doesn't want to cook dinner with both of you nude.
No.
That's not something she's into.
No,
Why don't you just eat like a normal person and then do whatever you want to do?
Right.
But he's watching a movie and drops trow in the first 5
Then
minutes.
He said he was naked for the entire movie.
Yeah, and she was not having it.
No.
Musty's nuts.
Yeah, Musty is
Yeah,
nuts.
correct. They were everywhere.
Yep. The whole movie.
Nick.
It's watching F1, and it's a 2.5-hour movie.
Like, imagine just you're naked and like you look over, you're like, oh, you're not into this? Well, I guess I'll just sit here nude and watch
I'll
this.
just wait it out.
And I'm
What
just
the hell?
imagining Musk just with full eye contact going, remember, we had a deal.
Yeah. He kept saying they had
An accord.
An accord. Yeah.
We had an accord. Sauce, the floor is yours.
Johnny Bonus. Last night, the Minnesota Twins fired Rocco Baldelli after another bad season. They finished 70-92. He won Manager of the Year in 2019. That was his first year being the Twins manager. He took the Twins to the playoffs 3 times. They won in 2023, broke that hideous streak. He was 524 and 502 in his career, 3-8 in the playoffs.
He is the third most winning manager in Twins history behind Tom Kelly and Ron Gardenhire. And had a better record, or a higher winning percentage, I guess I should say, than both of them. Listen, he had a nice run, and I think taking a look at that run, he was a good hire who did great things at the right time. And I think even within the organization, the question about whether or not to fire him, usually, if you did this in any other organization, and really I think most other people, it would just be no question. You know, they collapsed last year at the end of the year. They had a tough year this year. They basically underperformed for 2 years in a row. That's usually what gets a manager fired. I think even going into this weekend, the vibe around there was they didn't know whether they're going to fire him, and that's a testament to the kind of person he is and the kind of work that he did, how hard he worked at that job, and basically how much they value him overall. That said, you've got to make some changes someplace. You changed the hitting coach last year, right? That didn't do it. And, that's his coaching staff, right? And the other 2 places that you would make – there's 3 places you can make changes at that point. You can change the manager, you can change the front office, or you can change the ownership. Well, ownership ain't changing. We found that out a month ago. Front office ain't going to fire themselves. And so guess where that change is going to happen. And, I don't think they loved doing it, but I think everybody recognizes you can't just keep things the same right now. You've got to make a change. Does that make him the fall guy? Yeah, that makes him the fall guy. Does that mean it was unfair to fire him? No, I don't think it was unfair to fire him. This team has underperformed 2 years in a row. He wasn't necessarily the problem. I don't think he's even necessarily the top 2 or 3 of the problems that are right now at this organization. But unfortunately, he wasn't the solution either. So you're going to make a change, and that's where you're going to make a change.
Marnes, you had interactions with Rocco over the years, did you not?
Yeah, wonderful, excellent.
Yeah.
And I'll take the baseball side out of it because he was fantastic to work with. Super respectful, pleasant, very even keeled. I have nothing but good things to say about Rocco.
I mean, he was really good, and he became even better, I think, working with the media in terms of giving candid answers and giving you some real insight on what's going on. But I would say beyond that, I mean, he was also really good. Like, I think he's well respected by the players. I think he's well respected by his bosses. I think he's well respected by the other coaching staff. I think he's right by the staff around there.
Well, then it definitely was his time to go.
Right. And as Robin Williams
overdue.
said in Good Will Hunting, it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's not his fault.
But
This is so stupid.
I mean,
by the way, isn't it nuts what you also just said? Rocco's slightly over 500, and he has the best winning percentage in team history.
Yeah, well,
isn't that nuts?
I mean,
Baseball's crazy.
Well, I mean, everything. What is the McCoglin's law? Everything ends poorly, otherwise it wouldn't end. Right?
Who's McCoglin?
That's the cocktail. The Tom Cruise movie.
Oh,
the Tom Cruise
yeah.
movie, right? Everything ends poorly, otherwise it wouldn't end. And that's the way it is with a lot of baseball managers.
That was
right?
a law and a movie reference I was unfamiliar with.
Really?
Yeah, you know
never
who
seen
loves
Cocktail.
Tommy loves that
You've
movie.
never seen Cocktail?
Have not.
I mean,
no.
You're just the king of that era of movies. My God. All right.
I appreciate that, though. That
As
was very
Tommy
nice.
would say, hold the tail.
Everything ends poorly, otherwise it wouldn't end. Most managers, get fired after they've had like 2 or 3, even really good managers, that they have 2 or 3 losing seasons that tends to bring down their overall record. even last year when they completely collapsed at the end of the year, he had an over 500 record last year. They won 82 games last year. So.
All right, so we spin the wheel, we find a new manager, and then that manager has the same problems that Rocco had, which is a super tight payroll and owners that don't really give a crap. So that's going to be tough.
At 10 o'clock this morning, they're going to be having a press conference. They're going to be talking a little bit about, I think, sort of the state of the team, what they are looking for in a manager, throwing plenty of accolades Rocco's way, et cetera. But, yeah, we're going to have to find out. Like I said, I don't think he was the biggest problem. They've got bigger problems to solve. Some of those problems are things you can solve. Some of them are not. You can't change ownership, So, we'll see what they've got in mind and who maybe get a better idea of things like, are they keeping around all of the assistant coaches? Are there some that are a priority to stick around, even if you get a manager that wants to bring in their own people? What are they looking for in the next manager? Are they looking for a recent former player? Are they looking for somebody with a lot more experience? Are they looking for somebody who's, been a bench coach now for a while and is waiting their turn? Are they thinking about doing internally? There's a lot of questions about and what, to your point, what resources are they going to give this manager?
That's my question: is how picky and choosy can the Twins be when this is, I gotta believe, not a very attractive.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
opportunity.
It's not a tremendously attractive opportunity. But I'll say this: everybody that fires their manager, a lot of times the team's an S shell by the time that they fire their manager.
To your point,
right?
what you said earlier, Bonus. Other than Paul Skeens, what's attractive about the Pittsburgh job?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now Pittsburgh, I think, has actually hired. They turned their interim manager into their regular manager. But like the other teams that fired managers this year, well, the Guardians, or not the Guardians, the Washington. Washington is not a prime team that you want to go to. The Colorado Rockies. Colorado Rockies are not a prime team you want to go to. On the other hand, the Giants' job is available. Giants were 82-80 or something this year, like they're or 81-81.
And they spend money.
And they spend money, right? The Rangers were in the wild card race up until the end here. They might now, so there are teams that are there are positions that are more valuable, but that only affects the top 2 or 3 candidates in the pool. The vast majority of the people who are out there looking for a managerial job recognize there's only 30 of these jobs available in the world. When one comes available, I will throw myself down a flight of stairs to get it.
That's unnecessary.
That's unnecessary.
Why don't we hire the guy?
Why would you throw me down
Why don't we hire the guy that owns a Savannah Bananas and just say, you jump in there and manage the place, but while we still have this ownership group, at least can you entertain us?
Yeah. Well,
can you do something wacky until these guys sell the team?
Savannah Bananas, he's never going to get paid as much as the Savannah Bananas.
I know. It sounds like he's making just stacks of cash.
They play football stadiums.
And
sell them out.
There's no way the Polettes are paid for that.
Oh, bonus. Your Golden Gophers battle Ohio State on Saturday at 6:30, pregame at 4:30. The Gophers are 3-1. Ohio State is 4-0. Your Gophers are 23.5-point underdogs. Ohio State has given up only 22 points all season.
All right, so let's say Kelsey Cook's set is about an hour, right?
Go on.
You're going to be there at 6:30. The game starts at 6:30. By the time Kelsey's off the stage, what's the deficit?
Well,
give or take halftime, because I'm sure she has an opener or something too.
Yeah.
So let's say halftime. What's the score, Sauce?
Well, I think the issue that the Gophers have is Ohio State doesn't allow any points, right? They're not the most dominant.
Yeah, but they haven't faced Drake Lindsay yet. Let the kids sling it. Let's have him throw for 600 yards on Saturday.
They faced
Go
Arch
for
Manning.
Yeah, it was week 1.
Yeah.
Who'd you rather have, Arch Manning or Drake Lindsay?
I mean, probably Drake Lindsay.
Ooh.
Arch Manning is at one point was the favorite to be the number 1 overall pick, and now I don't even think he's on the board to be the number 1 overall pick.
The answer to the question is 17-3. Gophers are down 17-3.
That's probably a good score.
Maybe. Although you and I are going to bet on this game, right?
Well, I mean, I would probably take the 23.5 for the Gophers because as we've seen, when they are in this situation, and whether I don't know if this is the right strategy or not, when they're in this situation, they play like they have the lead so they don't get destroyed. Yeah. The last time they played Ohio State, they were running the ball down like 7 because and you don't want to get embarrassed. I get that.
So what side do you want? You want the Gophers plus 23.5?
I don't know yet.
Well, can you decide in the next 10 seconds? Because I have a question.
Go ahead.
Well, which one do you want?
I'd probably take the Gophers plus 23.5.
And you're willing to bet?
Well, I mean, I'm undefeated in betting, so probably.
What are you doing, 11 in a row?
You've had a good stretch.
11 in a
really
row.
good stretch.
Bonus, what side of the bet do you want?
Yeah, I unfortunately want the same side.
Damn it.
I mean, I'll flip.
I'm looking at you, Corey. Like, you don't seem like a believer in Gopher football.
Come on, Team Drake Lindsay here, man. No, what I wanted to do is I wanted to bet Sauce $100 and take the opposite side of him, and then bet you $100 the other way.
Sure.
So I break even, but we still put Sauce's streak in jeopardy.
Got it.
Well, I'm almost the overall money leader.
You're very close. Must be nice living in a diner.
Yeah, I mean, other than all the roads being closed. Yeah.
All right, we'll do Vikings news when we come back. John, how long can you stick around? Because I know the press conference is later, but are you dipping out before that?
I've cleared some stuff out. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, more with Marnie and Bonus.
Just to be clear, we thanked All Around.
Did we? I don't know. Did we ever fire the Open?
We didn't.
Okay, then thanks to All Around for providing us Fan 5. That was technically a delayed Fan 5. So thanks to All Around.
They get it done and they do it right.
I don't know if they cared for that. Vikings news is next.
The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have delays 35W northbound from the Burnsville split to McAndrews, northbound from 94th to 82nd, and from 42nd up to 94. Southbound slow 694 to County Road 88. On 35E, it's slow southbound from Highway 36 to Wheelock. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Blaze Credit Union. Looking for a local company that is thoughtfully compassionate when it comes to helping with your finances? Trust Blaze Credit Union for all your financial needs. Head to blazecu.com to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
Kowalski, you need to go on offense and join It's Just Lunch.
I'm sorry, what now?
100% of IJL members go on real dates. Now get back in the game.
Visit itsjustlunchminneapolis.com or call 612-355-2727 today.
Buying, selling, or just living in a home? You can trust Standard Water to fix your radon or mold problems. Standard Water is the radon and mold expert since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com. Standard Water for mold and radon.
This time of the year, the games are intense, the crowds are electric, and love? Well, love is undefeated. If you're ready to put a ring on it, go see my friends at Continental Diamond. Nobody does engagement rings like they do. Incredible selection, hands down the best diamonds, and a team that's as friendly as your favorite tailgate. And if you're thinking, I want to get engaged tonight, they have a gorgeous selection of rings ready to go, no waiting. Continental Diamond, the jewelry store. Minnesota adores.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey, and a lot of us are trying to hold on to summer for a few more weeks. And for builders and remodelers, that means offering you multiple ways to save with extended State Fair savings. Right now, qualified buyers get 5 years no-interest financing or save 20% off any siding or roofing project. Need new doors or windows? Builders and Remodelers has you covered. Save 25% or get 5 years no-interest financing on any windows or door project. Just go to buildersandremodelers.com today. That's buildersandremodelers.com. Proud partner of your Minnesota Twins. Nobody does it better.
Make parking the easiest part of your night with ParkWiz. Reserve ahead and roll right in so you can enjoy the show, the game, or a night out without circling for parking. Save up to 50% off a secured space and skip the stress. Smarter parking starts here. Download the ParkWiz app today.
Sun, sweat, rain, sleet, hail. In Minneapolis, fall can throw it all at you, often in the same day. That's why True
TrueWork makes performance workwear built for this kind of weather. It stretches, breathes, moves, keeps you warm when the cold hits, and cool when it doesn't. Tested and proven on the job site in every condition. TrueWork. Workwear built like it matters. Because it does. Get 15% off your first TrueWork order with code NEW15 at checkout. That's NEW15 at TRUEWERK.com.
You depend on CenterPoint Energy to deliver energy for what matters most to you, your neighbors, and throughout the land of 10,000 lakes, so we can all make a better tomorrow. That's why we're investing in the latest technology to reduce emissions, offer rebates on qualifying energy-efficient natural gas equipment, and provide energy-saving programs that help save you money. Look ahead at centerpointenergy.com/futuremn.
Hey, hunting season is here, and that means it's time for you and your truck to embark on all those great outdoor adventures. Now, before you head afield, get that ride of yours geared up at Radco. Tonneaus, hitches, flaps, and, of course, WeatherTech liners. Thousands of accessories in stock and ready for install. Keeping your gear safe and secure so you can focus on bagging your quarry. Find Metro and St. Cloud locations or shop online at radco.com. Radco, your truck, your way.
Hello, this is Tom Lyons, host of Today'sBusinessRadio.com, inviting you to tune in for our executive summaries weekday afternoons right after the top 5 at 5 during Barrero. You'll learn great business insights from top Twin Cities businesses, Vector Wealth Management, and Phelan Partners Limited.
For over 40 years, Abra has been your go-to for quality collision repairs, helping you get back on the road with confidence. From daily commutes to family milestones, Abra ensures your vehicle is ready for life's moments. Visit abraauto.com for your nearest location. abraauto.com.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart. Vikings Browns from London, Sunday morning at 8:30 on the audio home for Vikings football. FM 100.3 KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul. The Fan. Powered by Hy-Vee.
Want to do Vegas your way? Now you can. Join the Power Trip Morning Show live in Las Vegas, October 23rd through the 26th. We'll be at Tom's Watch Bar, broadcasting live Friday morning. We got 2 more massive football watch parties as well. You decide where you stay, how you fly, and how hard you party. Vegas your way, the Power Trip way. Vegas details at KFAN.com/Vegas.
Did the idea for a Power Trip slot machine ever gain any legs that we talked about last week?
My sources say that when we talked about it on the air and the flare went up, that it was seen.
Is that right?
That doesn't mean it's going to go anywhere, but my sources say that that echoed a little bit, if you know what I mean.
They're just gonna be like little faces on the slot machine.
We're working on the details.
Yeah. Look, Johnny Bones, when
I
it comes down to it,
3 meat sauces in a row.
Yes,
I'm a big winner.
exactly.
You got to pick up the tab though.
And then a fatty sausage stick just comes out of the machine. It's like an instant payoff.
I think when you lose all your money, it's just the Rosie laugh continuously.
Can you imagine just the button bar sounds that could be on every little win?
Oh, it'd be so
well,
great.
much like when we do our shows at TI and you can tell somebody walks over to the Parlay Lounge that doesn't know what's happening and they're like, what is this? And then they start listening to us. They're like, this is terrible. Can you imagine walking into a casino and there's a Power Trip slot machine and you don't have any idea what the Power Trip is? And you're just like, I just got 3 giant heads and won $1,000. Somebody said, way to go on the meat sauce bonus.
Yeah.
I don't understand this bit.
And, you know, I can tell the sound, like that's a win, but it's a small one.
Yeah.
Because every increment of wins has a different song. And
The
ours
longer
could be...
the song, the better.
Yes.
It's like a lap dance.
Or when you get... That one goes forever, and
All right.
that's a big one.
Let me expand. How about this? Let me expand on an idea that I kind of referenced the other day, but I think I've fine-tuned it a little bit. You know, there's not just one machine. There's like a bank of them, right? There's 5 or 6 in a row.
Yeah, sure.
If you get the Rosie bonus, right, and like
The Robo.
Yeah, the Robo. Instead of you losing money, right? Like let's say you spend $25 and you miss. Instead of paying the $25, one of the 2 slot machines next to you gets deducted the amount that you bet.
Brilliant.
Even if
Yes.
no one's there.
Yes.
So it's like whoever sits down at that machine next is like, I'm already in the whole 25. I haven't even paid. What's happening?
Yep.
Sorry, you got rowboat? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, rowboat.
I like
And then
that,
if you
rowboat.
land on 3 hockey faces, somebody comes up with a scissors and cuts the sleeves off of your shirt.
Love it. Love it. Sauce, you do one.
And then let me see here.
Take your time.
Well, what happens when you get the parish bonus?
You tell me. We're at a creative meeting. This is your part of the creative meeting.
Well, to be honest,
Pitch us something.
You get a nap.
When you were doing the one about Rosie, I was reading Chad Powers reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't know if it was a Manny's related bit, so I was going to do that. But
The Chad Powers reviews are
hideous.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
It's
me.
55%.
Which, again, for a TV show means it's terrible.
Yeah, somebody basically said the movie would be good if the Chad Powers character wasn't the most annoying person who's ever been on TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's a top critic, too.
All right, again, don't watch Task. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna watch it,
phenomenal
yeah.
through 4 episodes. It's so good.
I understand that's the Philly-based one.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
I have
and
not
it's
seen it.
really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll start it tomorrow.
What can you give me just a real high level what it is?
There is a string of robberies at drug houses, specifically targeting drug houses and
Okay.
taking money from
Illegal
drug houses.
drug houses,
Yes. And then there's an FBI task force put together to try to figure out the group that is robbing these houses and why.
Got it. Okay.
So Ruffalo plays the lead FBI
Ruffalo.
agent,
Love
and he's
him.
really good. Mark Ruffalo is really good. And then
He's
Tom
outstanding.
Pelfrey plays the leader of the bank. I was going to say bank robbing group because it does have a Point Break feel to it in episode 1.
So unlike
Not by episode 4 though.
So unlike Mayor of Easttown, which is outside Philadelphia, but that area, this is Philly.
So I never saw that show, but I heard the tone is similar, that the vibe is similar, that it's
dark.
Yeah, dark and dreary, and a
Yep.
lot of night shots and.
And do they say water?
Water.
Give me some water.
They do lean pretty heavily
Ever go on?
into that, and then
You ever go on?
Am I the only one here that's watched House of the Dragon, or did you watch House of the
watched it,
Dragon?
yeah. Loved
so,
it.
Sir Kristen Cole,
Mm-hmm.
he's one of the main 4 people on the task force. I forget the actual actor's name, but he's a looker.
handsome fella,
Very
yeah.
handsome, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
They didn't have to change his character out when.
No,
you
not
know, when
really.
Raina-
He looks identical.
Yeah.
Essentially, in this show as well.
Weird concept.
Yep. It really is. That guy's a good actor, though. I don't know his real name.
And I think if you get a blackout, that would be your bonus. I was trying.
Oh,
sitting
there
on
we
that
go.
one.
yeah.
You get all
There
the
we
black
go.
sweatshirts and
That's
the
pretty
black
good, yeah.
hats, and then the whole machine just goes like
Goes
dark.
dark.
Yeah.
So you
it's
think-
like the
Right.
the conus.
So you
the
think
coveness.
Jesus, careful. So you think the machine has malfunctioned, but then when the machine
Yeah.
wakes up, then his wife gets yelled at by his wife. Got
yeah,
it.
then you have to pay the Target bill.
Yep.
And you get a coupon
Oh.
for chicken fingers at the cafeteria.
Now we're talking.
Sure.
What does the Tommy O bonus look like?
Oh,
It's gonna be
yes,
awesome.
yes.
Like, that's
Let's
gonna
not-
be the big one, right?
No.
Like, that's gonna be
Slimed.
That's the oboe.
Yeah, let's not talk about what
O-bone.
that would be on the air.
Oboe.
You
yeah,
get
it's
slimed.
What? I don't.
I have a handful of ideas,
If
but
you
I'm not
get,
comfortable
if you get
saying
a hand
any of
pay,
them.
dudes in short shorts come around and fix the machine.
Let's do Vikings news.
Different kind of hand pay.
It's time for
I don't want the money.
presented by
You know, Sauce, yesterday when we had Paul Allen on, you said something interesting there,
Yeah.
PA said, and then you teased, and then we went to break.
And rip me.
Yep, exactly. Well, that's part of the bit. And then we came back, and you basically said that that he alluded to that there might be a quarterback change, and you made the point that he's friends with Kevin Stefanski, the head coach of the 1-3 Cleveland Browns, which is unbelievably the same record as the Ravens.
Yeah,
Isn't that
how about
nuts?
that?
They're tied
And-
for last. The Super Bowl contending Ravens are 1-3, and the Browns are 1-3.
And
But
the
so,
Ravens are beat up.
much like how Rocco Baldelli had won Manager of the Year, and now he has been dismissed. Stefanski's won it twice, and a lot of people think he's in big trouble because this thing is
Right.
just not going the right way. But I guess that's my question is, I think that's what's super interesting about him specifically, Stefanski, is when does he switch to Dylan Gabriel or at some point Shedeur Sanders or whatever? Does he make the switch just because he knows I have to win? My job, whether it's fair or not, my job is probably on the line.
Like Brian Dable did.
Right, you go to Jackson Dart because it doesn't matter if Russell Wilson is there. You got to do something or you're going to get fired.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. He was okay.
So this is a little bit like when we keep talking about when do you put J.J. McCarthy back in because you have a bye when you get back. Doesn't matter what the schedule is after that because it's Murderer's Row. But do you put him back in after the bye or do you try to sneak him in if he's healthy by Sunday? It doesn't look like they're going to because it doesn't look like he's completely healthy. I think the situation with the Browns is similar. It's do you want to throw a rookie quarterback in against Brian Flores overseas?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
point.
the best fit. But at some point, Stefanski might have to pull the trigger and say, we got to make a switch. We all love Joe Flacco, but this thing ain't working. They've only scored 56 points through 4 games.
Yeah, and they're a very bad offense. I watched almost that entire game when they played the Lions on Sunday. They just don't have a lot of opportunities. Jerry Jeudy is their best receiver. The tight end, Njoku, is having a very disappointing season.
Mm-hmm.
The offensive line is banged up. It's just not good. I think they're in a situation, like you said, Corey, where if they put Dylan Gabriel in or Sanders in, the offensive line of the Browns isn't that good. The defensive line of the Vikings is very good. They've been there for a week, that being the Vikings. You're probably going to – did you say they went yesterday?
The Browns?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I thought somebody mentioned they may have flown out yesterday or today. It doesn't matter.
I mean, they're the, quote, home team. So
Yeah.
the home teams in these international games almost always fly out pretty early in the week.
So you're in a weird spot.
Usually.
And the Vikings need a win, right? This is – I know it's game 5, but this is kind of a must-win game.
Zach?
I would say it's a should win.
So
still.
is it a have to or a must?
I mean, they could get hot. They could surprise.
So they don't have to win this.
No.
So
they should.
They should win it.
It's Cleveland, but
Zach,
then again, they don't have anybody on the team anymore that's not injured.
As a
so-
Vikings fan, would you guys rather see Flacco or Gabriel? Because I think the answer is Gabriel just because of the Flores factor. Flacco's a pro.
Yeah.
He's a vet.
Yeah,
I would love a rookie to be facing a Flores defense for the first time and be just overwhelmed. I think we have a better chance if Gabriel's in there.
Zach, do you follow Jackson Dart on Instagram?
Let me find out here.
This is the best bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I do.
Yeah.
That's JAX, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep, shocking. He plays football for the Giants, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll find that out when you just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's in his Giants uniform there with the football. I didn't. Oh, that's cool.
Imagine that.
Yeah, Cleveland has not much going on offense.
And just like the Minnesota Twins, I would guess Stefanski had a say in the Deshaun Watson bit, but he didn't have the final say because he doesn't own the team, and he will probably be the scapegoat for that. Because they have
just
40,
like the Twins, he'll probably just find another job fairly soon.
Yeah, he's a good
He's a
human.
two-time coach of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Just got stuck with freaking Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, a team that has never been able to solve their quarterback bit. So, yeah, the Vikings need to win.
I freaking love 8:30 games.
Yeah, same.
Play 8:30 the rest of the year.
Yeah.
It was fun to wake up and just be going.
I'm
you an early riser in general anyway, Marnes, or
What
not?
about
Not
Musty?
really.
Does Musty get up early?
He sleeps in.
He is an earlier riser than I am. I have the ability to sleep in. But, I mean, 8:30 is sleeping in. I
Roll
am
out of
4
bed.
a.m.
Roll out of butt. You listen to Muss.
Roll out of
bed. You listen to Muss on the old pregame show. Sauce and Hawk do their bit. Then you grab a cup of coffee and watch the game, and then you still have your whole day left.
Yeah. It's nice.
It was the best. It is really
great.
nice.
I am batching it this week as of tomorrow. My wife and Louie are going to
Who?
my son Louie are going to Chattanooga to visit my mother-in-law. I'm going to miss them dearly. But on Sunday, I'm going to come here and do my bit. I'm going to see if Costco is open. I'm going to get a bunch of their wings, and I'm just going to sit in my basement for 12 hours and watch football.
How is that different than last Sunday?
That's a good point.
I mean, they were in the house, but otherwise, wasn't that exactly what
They
we did
won't
a
be
week
bothering
ago?
him all the time.
No, they don't bother me at all, but I may not have to. I only have to change one diaper when Louie's
So because
gone.
you're batching it this week, which dating apps are you on?
0. I've never been on one.
When you say you're getting the Costco wings, are you going to the frozen section
No.
and cooking them, or to the back?
The pre-made. Outstanding.
Okay. Yes, in that long container.
Yes,
the
as I
rotisserie
call it, a
kinda-
serving for one.
Hey, that's a party platter.
Did you ever find out? Did you ever find out what Kel meant when she said there's too many rules at Costco?
I think she just she's a rebel, right? I think she doesn't like the constant card checking, the having to keep your receipt.
It's only twice.
Yeah.
And you can I will argue since they've added the scanners when you walk in, it's actually faster.
Yeah.
Because before
100%.
People were kind of like, doing the Wayne's World, like, here's my card. Now, I don't even stop. You just scan it. You don't have to stop and like wait for them to. As long as it beeps, you just keep moving.
If you're not in that mindset, maybe someone who's new to Costco, she's like, "Why do I got to pull out my phone. I didn't have it loaded now, and you're holding up the line, and then you have to do it again when you check out and the receipt. It is not much, especially those of us who have longtime Costco people. It's habit, and it's fine. But if you're a newbie, I could see like, really? Every time?
Yeah. There was a moment like in the Modern Family episode with Cam and Mitchell where they go in and Mitchell's like, I don't want to be here. This is stupid. And then he realizes how great it is. Kelly's had that moment a couple times. She's like, oh my God, this is the best. Yeah. And the best is to go at like 9 a.m. when nobody else is in there.
First one in.
Yes.
Yep.
I've been waiting on they had this quinoa salad last fall with like sweet potatoes in it. Oh my God. Good.
It really tastes good.
It did.
I think I remember that because I think when we came over to your pool
out.
party, you just ate it in front of us while we sat and watched you.
Just taunting you?
As I recall.
I'd been so busy prepping that day. And also, Sauce, I looked for the cone, the drumstick tips.
You find them?
No, I didn't.
All right. They move around. It's like a gremlin. You don't know
Maybe
where it's
they're
gonna
out,
be.
too.
Yeah, they could be
Maybe
out,
they
but
get
they're
cycled out.
outstanding.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Okay. Let me know if you see them back in stock and in freezer, because this is something I'd like to try.
Well, wasn't it not in the freezer? Wasn't it?
It's not in the freezer. It's
wait, what?
No,
yeah, they're not ice cream.
No,
It's just the bottoms.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
there's a little bit of
Tommy
drippy.
loves them.
Okay, I was strictly looking in the ice cream section.
No, it's just the bottom of a waffle cone with chocolate.
In the snack section.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Rich and flavorful.
Thank you for that.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk briefly about Rocco again because he was dismissed yesterday. And Marnes. We got to talk to you about the Minnesota Lynx and Cheryl's meltdown and suspension and Nafisa's injury. And man, what a disastrous and strange way to wrap up a awesome regular season. But man, what a weird ending. We'll talk to Marnie about that after this. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
Chris Hockey, the Power Trip Morning Show. Did you know that even in this modern world, literally millions of Americans either can't afford high-speed internet at home or live in a location where it's not available? Think about what that would do to you when it came to education or healthcare or even just social opportunities. That's why AT&T is committing $5 billion to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable high-speed internet access by 2030. This initiative began in 2021, and since then, nearly 5 million Americans have benefited from AT&T's discounted internet service and digital literacy programs. What a gift, right? To be able to have access for schooling and for work. And beyond those receiving assistance getting connected to high-speed internet, AT&T has reached about 360,000 students through the Achievery, a free digital learning platform. They've also helped educate 288,000 adults with digital literacy resources and workshops. I love when our greatest companies take this kind of initiative to help people. That's what it's all about, right?
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
There's an accident, Highway 36 westbound at Lake Elmo in the right lane, and we have delays westbound Highway 36 from Dale to 35W. Highway 10 slow eastbound from Round Lake to Hanson and eastbound from Central to 35W. I-35 delays northbound from 210th to the Burnsville split. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Cue the easy button because it's almost easy deal days at Staples. Starting October 5th, enjoy 7 days of savings on over 1,000 products online and in your local Staples store. From tech, chairs, luggage, and more. Get a sneak peek of all the deals at Staples.com. Staples, that was easy.
There's a lot going on in Hollywood. How are you supposed to stay on top of it all? Variety has the solution. Take 20 minutes out of your day and listen to the new Daily Variety podcast for breaking entertainment news and expert perspectives.
Where do you see the business actually heading?
Featuring the iconic journalists of Variety and hosted by co-editor-in-chief Cynthia Littleton.
The only constant in Hollywood is change.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Daily Variety, and listen now.
Bad breath is a confidence killer. You could have the best outfit, the funniest jokes, but if your breath smells like the food you just ate, that's all people remember. Most gums and mints just cover it up. It's like spring perfume on dirty laundry. Zellman's Minty Mouth is different. It's the functional breath freshener that you swallow. Clinically tested to fight the toughest offenders, even garlic and onions. Go to Zellmans.com, that's ZELMINS.com, and use the code RADIO for 15% off your first order.
To those currently in healthcare or healthcare-related roles, take your skills to the next level with Rasmussen University's career-focused nursing programs. From entry-level nursing to advanced degrees, your goals are a perfect fit for one of our programs. Plus, with no application fees, no wait list at many campuses for qualified applicants, and multiple start dates, you can get started sooner. So why wait? Explore Rasmussen's nursing programs today at rasmussen.edu/explore nursing.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey here, and ready or not, it's coming. The season of frozen toes and icy windshields. But here's the good news. Aquarius Home Services is now offering a $29 furnace tune-up. Wait a minute. Yep, that's what it says. $29. They're going to give your furnace a full checkup and go over all the details and recommendations to set you up for a worry-free winter. And don't forget about the no breakdown guarantee. You got to hurry. This hot deal won't last. Just visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
For over 40 years, Abra has been your go-to for quality collision repairs, helping you get back on the road with confidence. From daily commutes to family milestones, Abra ensures your vehicle is ready for life's moments. Visit abraauto.com for your nearest location. abraauto.com.
From the LevelMN.com Weather Center.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them, so we're helping you with deals on top brands like Scott's, Pit Boss, Cobalt, and Trex Decking. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Fan forecast. Mostly cloudy skies above today, high of 82.
Stay connected to your favorite fan show by sending your comments to the Bradshaw and Bryant text line at 64686. That's 64686. Standard message and data rate supply. Yet another way to stay connected to the fan.
Country's Outlaw is coming to Minneapolis. Don't miss Eric Church live at Grand Casino Arena February 7th. The Chief brings the fire, and you don't want to miss it. Tickets go on sale Friday, October 3rd at 10 a.m. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
All right, let's do Fan 5. We have a couple of big stories to get to, Johnny. I know we are just spinning the wheels. We've asked you like 6 times. But for people that are tuning in, we can ask you about Rocco in a second. But we got a lot to talk about with Marnie. Let's do Fan 5.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
All right, so Rocco Baldelli fired. Everybody's using the word scapegoat because it's the most obvious word, and it's probably the correct answer. So, Johnny, who cares? Just for fun, let's speculate. It's Tuesday, September 30th, and it's 8:11 in the morning. Who's the front runner in your mind? If you had to pick one name and have the best chance to be right. I know it's an impossible question, but throw a dart, see if you can get lucky.
Yeah, man.
Just throw a name out there and let's see what happens.
Ryan Flaherty, the Cubs bench coach.
Ryan Flaherty. And the connection to the Twins is what?
Not really.
You just think he's good?
I just think that's the type of player, the type of guy they might go.
Younger guy?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of similar to hiring Rocco Baldelli. It'd be the same sort of hire. Somebody who has put in some time, is well respected as an assistant coach, and they think knows some stuff. He doesn't. I mean, the Cubs don't have the kind of connections. I should also probably take a second look at what some of the guys who are on Cleveland's staff. None of those names are popping to mind. Any assistant coach on Cleveland might be a decent hire or somebody that they might look at because they certainly prioritize, say, Cleveland and Tampa type guys, but that's because that's where they have the relationships. Go ahead, Sauce.
You don't think they'll hire somebody with experience like a Bob Melvin or some of these other guys?
Yeah, so I think I talked about this a little bit earlier, but I'll just go there. There's 4 types of guys they can bring in, right? Internally, if they bring in somebody internally, the leading candidate is Hank Conger, right?
Your what hurts?
Hank Conger is a bench coach right now, right?
Yeah. Was the first base coach? Yeah,
yes, and well respected,
Wears
and
Jordans.
right,
Oh.
and I
like
think
that
he's
guy.
probably the most likely. Other names that would be potentially there. Jace Tingler was a manager of the Padres. He was also one of the assistant coaches for Baldelli, and the other one that I would throw out there is Derek Shelton, who was the assistant coach for Baldelli a few years back, and recently was the Pittsburgh Pirates coach, but he got fired this year. So that's one option. It's sort of the internal guys. Second, you've got the guys that we just kind of talked about, the guys who are assistant coaches, other places, well respected in the overall, and would be brought in as well. That's somebody like Flaherty. It's also somebody like you can kind of put Drew Butera in that sort of thing. Maybe Skip Shoemaker, although it sounds like he's going to be going to Texas. Anyway.
He sounds more like an F1 driver, which means Must just dropped his trousers.
Yeah. Who, Musty?
That would be a great bonus on the slot machine.
No, it would not.
No.
Ick. Third is sort of the guys who don't have a lot of coaching experience but are high-profile ex-players, maybe somebody really close to recent retirement, somebody like maybe Hunter, maybe Morneau. I would suggest Nelson Cruz would be one of those people in like that.
If they hire Justin Morneau, can he also do the broadcast, though, for the game? Can he manage and broadcast at the same time? Because he's really good at that. I don't want to take him away from the broadcast.
Lose him, but it would be good. Some good post-game talks from him, maybe. And then finally, the last one is the more experienced manager, somebody like Bob Melvin, Bruce Bochy, et cetera. I personally, Sauce, would like to see that final group.
Yeah.
A lot. I question, I'll be interested to see how open they are to somebody like that as opposed to somebody we're just going to pull back into our collaborative corporate environment or something like. Because those guys, if they've got veteran presence, they've got a calling card, they've got the ability to say, yeah, but I'm going to run the team my way and butt out, and I don't want too much. It's not that I'm uncollaborative. I'm not open to ideas. I've got my own fiefdom. And I want to run it my way, and I wonder how open they are to that.
One last question. With everything that's happened with this team, the selling, the non-selling, the fire sale, the very few people that showed up, does it matter who they hire?
For next year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it matters. I mean, this is one of the biggest decisions a general manager like Jeremy Zoll or Derek Falvey, depending on who you think is sort of up in charge over the baseball operations side, makes. Your manager matters. Do they have other things to overcome? This is not to say that Baldelli was the problem, right? But yeah, it does manage. That is who you are going to have running your team. He is your COO. He is your chief of operations in there, and it matters which one you have. So yeah, I think it does matter. One of the things I'm hoping we get to at the 10 o'clock meeting today is sort of like, when you are interviewing candidates, what are you going to tell them about their expectations? Is it your expectation that this team is a high 80s win team next year? Is that what the manager is going to be held to? Like, do you expect this team to compete? Just despite the fact that you completely sold off their bullpen and Correa's not around. And, and when the manager asks, what can I expect in terms of like roster changes? Can I expect, should I be expecting a $30 million drop in payroll? I mean, they need to have the answer to that. They need to have the answer to that this week. I don't want to hear we haven't figured out the budget for next year. The candidate for next year is going to be asking that question, and your answer can't be, we don't know. Maybe 90 million, maybe 130 million. Does the 40 million matter much to you? Well, yeah, it matters. So we'll see.
Said, bonus.
Marnie, here we go. The Minnesota Lynx had an unbelievable regular season. They were on like a ridiculous pace. Then Nafisa missed some time. They still locked up the number 1 overall seed. They kind of cruised through the first one. Then they blow that 20-point lead in game 2.
Yeah.
And then all hell breaks loose in game 3. Nafisa gets hurt. Cheryl gets ejected and then subsequently suspended for Game 4, in which they blow a 17-point lead and get bounced from the postseason. What a weird finish. The Nafisa thing is part of the Cheryl conversation, so let's just stick with Cheryl because the physicality is the big complaint right now, that the officiating can't keep up with how physical the league is in the last couple of years. What's your take on what Cheryl's complaint was, her reaction to the whole thing, and what do we do moving forward as a league and as a team?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. The having been very close to the league the entire regular season, I can say, the physicality of the league was at a different level this season, and it was across the board. The officials let them play. It was a much more physical season than we've ever seen in the league. Having said that, obviously it comes to a point where you're putting players' safety in jeopardy, and I think that's what Cheryl was arguing. Whether or not she's correct, that is what she believed and she saw, and it was her star player. And everyone watching that game, I'm sure, gasped watching Fee's ankle. That was a terrible moment. I have watched that play, I would guess, no fewer than 40 times on different entities in slow motion, because where Alyssa Thomas makes the steal, goes down for the layup, Fee rolls her ankle pretty significantly. The breakdown of why that is or is not a foul is fascinating, and I still would like one official head someone to come out and give the final explanation. I saw the NBA referee's official Twitter account says that is not a foul because the steal was made cleanly, the pick is made cleanly, when then it becomes a loose ball and it's anyone's ball. And the collision afterwards is collateral and it sucks. So if you think about it that way and say, look at everything that happened after that and saying technically that was not a foul. Well, that's a tough price to pay to have how Cheryl reacted and get the suspension, Fee's out, like all of that, terrible. But you're in this situation because you blew a 20-point lead in Game 2. And by the way, they were up 20. The Lynx were up 20 at home in the middle of the third quarter. Yeah. It wasn't like a big early second quarter lead. And, they were up 12 with 7.5 minutes to go at home in Game 2. And that series turned on its head by losing that game. Then even in Game 4, without Fee in Phoenix, the must-win game, the Lynx had a 14-point lead. And they went into the fourth quarter of that game up double digits, started the fourth quarter up by 13, and did not win that game. So it was there. It was not, we lost this series because the officials, that's they played a role. But bottom line is, Phoenix is a really good team, and Phoenix is a physical team. And the Lynx are finesse and beautiful basketball and pass, score, layup, just smooth. And when brute physicality meets smooth and beautiful and finesse, sometimes brute physicality wins out. And I feel like that's what happened in this series. We played Phoenix 4 times in the regular season and won 3 of those games. Not one time did we see Phoenix with its full healthy roster. Not one time did we see Kalia Copper. She did not play against the Lynx at all this season. She was hurt for most of the season. We saw Satu Sabali in 2 of the 4 games. She was hurt. So this version of Phoenix, we never played, not once. And so now you play them in the postseason, and Alyssa Thomas is one of the most physical bulldozing players in the entire league. And she was a massive factor. Her physicality was a massive factor.
The interaction with the fan while Cheryl was leaving the court, and then the subsequent press conference with a bunch of F-bombs and calling for leadership change. What did you think of that part of it?
Yeah, that was a tough video to watch. That was a tough video to watch, and I know what Cheryl was feeling and thinking, that it was all slipping out beneath their feet. It was terrible. Yeah. It was terrible, and I know that's not the look she wants to give, and that's not the way she wants to represent the Lynx, and I'm sure we'll hear her talk about it today. She has not had any media availability since her epic post-game press conference where she called out the referees, and she will be available today, as will Lynx players. It's their season-ending press conferences today. So
so can you clarify something?
I'm
Because
guessing we'll get explanations.
when she said she wanted leadership change, was that the head of officiating, or was she talking specifically about the WNBA commissioner?
I was watching it live, and as the words came out of her mouth, I thought she was talking about Kathy Engelbert
So did I.
until she said of officiating.
Okay.
So I don't know if she was teetering on that. I have no idea.
It looked like she was clarifying, like she caught herself midway through and going,
Yeah,
I'm talking about officiating.
Yes, she
right,
definitely
yes, right.
said the officiating, whoever's at the top of the leadership of officiating. So she made her point very clear. And then Stephanie White and Becky Hammond, who are the coaches of the two other teams that are still playing, Indiana and Las Vegas. And they have a Game 5 tonight, a decisive game in Las Vegas. They both came out and got fined as well the day after the Lynx game, saying, the officiating has been terrible. So it's a problem in the WNBA. It truly is. And what happens is a lot of times the best officials go to the NBA. That's where the money is. That's where they get paid better. And so maybe it's a structural issue that the W needs to address is we need to train these officials better and pay them better. But again, that is not the reason the Lynx lost this series to Phoenix. It played a role.
But
here's
the comeback to that, though. Forget the training and paying them. You're talking about 6 people, right, between the 2 semifinal series. If you need about 3, right, per?
Yeah.
So even with a couple of alternates, you need something like 8 people, 8 competent officials. That shouldn't be hard to find in a country loaded with basketball officials on so many layers and levels. They should be able to find 8
I love that the pay discrepancy between NBA and WNBA officials might be handled before the pay discrepancy between the players and coaches and everything else is handled.
This offseason will be very interesting with the collective bargaining.
That's going to be the priority, which, I mean, you've got to have fair games. You've got to have I get why it's a priority, but my goodness.
Well, it's unfortunate, just to wrap this up, it's so unfortunate that the Lynx season ended this way because it was an epic regular season. This was a wonderful team. This was a team that loved each other. If you saw Kayla McBride after the eliminating game in Phoenix give her post-game press conference, and she is wiping tears and choking up as she's talking about how close this group was and how much they love each other and care about each other, and that is real. And that's what this team was. And Cheryl did a masterful job coaching this team this regular season, and it's really, really unfortunate that it came to an end the way it did, and that's probably what's going to stick out in people's minds and what they're going to remember. But this was one of the all-time great, phenomenal teams put together in the entire WNBA existence.
What a trip if Indiana wins the whole thing without Caitlin Clark. That's going to be kind of a mess in a weird way. It's going to be cool, but it's like, wow, the league could have had her on a championship team, but instead the team wins it without her. They're what?
Yeah.
Just
if
a couple. They got to beat Vegas tonight.
Yes, they're in the finals.
So strange if they win the whole thing.
Weird,
because she's hurt in the more physical WNBA too.
Why you gotta go there?
Bodie!
Just layers and layers and layers. We'll do headlines when we come back. One final segment of the Power Trip Morning Show. That's Marty Gellner. That's John Bonus. That's Sauce. There's Zachary. I'm Corey Coven. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. Our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Streaming only on Hulu. Beginning Thursday.
Jelly Roll! Hi, this is Ed Sheeran. Cool J!
Brian Adams. Make some noise for Tate McRae.
Hey, I'm Sammy Hagar.
Mariah Carey. We have Maroon 5. Good evening.
Hey, this is John Fogerty.
And so much more. See it all at our 2025 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Streaming only on Hulu. Beginning Thursday. FM 100.3 KFAN and 2 men and a junk truck want to help you win $1,000. Your shot to win happens every weekday on The Fan. The Fan.
Got junk? Need it gone fast? Look no further than my friends at Two Men and a Junk Truck. They're your local experts in junk removal. Whether it's old furniture, electronics, or clutter from the garage, they've got you covered. Head to twomenindajuncktruck.com today to schedule your junk removal service.
Listen to the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow the NFL Fantasy Football Podcast and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Kowalski! Yeah, Coach. You gotta lead a winning drive all the way to a better love life. I'm sorry, what now? Your love life, son. Go on offense. But I'm doing online dating. Well, stop. Half of online daters lie on their profiles. Change the playbook to It's Just Lunch. Know how many of their members go on real dates? 100%. Now get back in the game. You got it, Coach.
Change your dating game. Visit itsjustlunchminneapolis.com or call 612-355-2727 today. It's Just Lunch. Connection awaits. Guaranteed dates.
Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
It's Corey Cove Power Trip Morning Show for my friends at Zero Res. The month is almost over, but they have a good deal for you this month because they know it's football season. They know you've had people over or are about to have people over. And look, when football parties happen, spills happen, accidents happen, we get it. Some idiots had a couple too many drinks. What do? They knock something over. We get it. They've dealt with a million different carpet cleaning emergencies in the past. So if you have something that is stressing you out, whether it's a pet accident or a spill, call 952-0-RES. Nobody cleans carpets better than Zero Res, but just general maintenance. If you haven't had your carpets cleaned in a long time, if you're having people over, you want your home to look its best, your home, your cabin, your business, you call 952-0-RES. Ask for the KFAN special. You can get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129, and they can take $75 off any air duct cleaning package that you book. So again, there's 2 ways to do it. It's either 952-0-RES or ZeroResMinnesota.com. That's ZeroResMinnesota.com, and ask for that KFAN special.
Is your money just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money's always doing something. Like auto savings for special events, tracking your teen spending, and helping protect your parents from fraud. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Hi, I'm Charles Thayer with All Around, here with a special offer. If you call now, you'll get up to a 0% discount on your next roofing or siding project with All Around. You heard right, 0% off. That means you'll pay absolutely full price. Why am I prepared to give you this incredible deal, which I promise you won't hear from anyone else? Because I know you're too smart to fall for BS like this.
Buy one roof, get your second roof for half off.
And remember, every siding job comes with a free puppy.
With Discount Dog, every other shingle is free.
At All Around, we don't jack up our prices in order to give steep discounts or make crazy offers. We put our best price forward first every time. We're Owens Corning Platinum and LP expert level installers. So along with a great price, you'll get the best crews and the best materials in the business. Visit allaround.com for a free no BS estimate.
All around, we get it done and we do it right.
If you want to get back on the road after a DWI, call Smart Start MN, the state's top ignition interlock specialist, whose experts are available 24/7 to guide you through the process and get you back on the road. Visit smartstartmn.com for more information. That's smartstartmn.com.
Visit levelmn.com right now and get 10% off all joint sealing in September. Take care of your home today before the snow flies and seal your concrete to prevent sinking and to play defense against Minnesota winners. Visit levelmn.com right now and get 10% off your joint sealing.
This isn't just a game, it's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Celebrate 100 years of high-flying dunks, 100 years of show-stopping moves, and 100 years of changing the game. Bring the whole family and be part of the legacy. This game is once in a century. Be there at Target Center on February 15th. Go to harlemglobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Now back to the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios. It's the Power Trip on the Fan.
KFAN welcomes Trans-Siberian Orchestra for 2 amazing shows at Target Center on December 28th at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. Get the full show details, including a link to buy tickets at KFAN.com. Just make the keyword calendar.
All right, let's do headlines. One segment to go. Awesome show earlier. Again, Chris was live from England. We had Pete Bursich. We had briefly Jim Suhan, Alec Lewis, Jonathan Greenard.
Steve Lombardozzi.
Lombardozzi made an appearance.
Musty.
Wow. Yeah, Musty. All of them.
Yeah.
They all went over to England except for us.
My husband
Now
was on
it's
the
time
show
for
from Dublin.
And Leo.
Headlines brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar with Wolf River Electric and get those solar panels. I think Chris got a glimpse of what it's like to be a solar panel when he was broadcasting from that greenhouse.
Poor August.
He should go sit on my roof, and I would have another.
Hello.
How hot does that room need to be for Hawk to think it's hot?
Yeah, because he
It'd be in
sits
the
in
80s.
that 76-degree studio.
Yes, that's his comfort zone.
Oh, Rosie.
His comfort zone is 76.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gross.
Hot is hot.
No, he puts that studio
know.
up. It's so warm.
What is it now
there.
in here? What does it say? It's
69. It's the lowest it'll
Nice.
That's the lowest it'll go.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Lowest it'll go is 70 in here, and I ain't touching that thing. But Lord knows Hawk would make it 85 if he could in here.
Again, one of my favorite things is when you get to a hotel and you just
They'll
see
see
how
how-
low it
oh.
can go. You're like, the ones that hit 68, you're like, this will be fine. But when you can get it to 65 or 64, you're like, I'm going to stay in this hotel room for the rest of my life.
Have you gone next level and looked up how to override it if they do stop you?
No, but I'm going to
Have
now.
you?
Why, you can override it and go even lower?
Some of them.
Is that right?
Wow, okay.
I would prefer 62 if we can
Look
get
out.
to 62.
War games.
They'll know about it, but they usually won't care. You like to live dangerously.
I like to live in 62 degrees, just perpetually. That's the magic number, 62.
Yeah.
All right. Buckle up for this one. You know, Marins, I was watching the season debut of Survivor last week with the kiddo because that's our show. We like it.
Sure.
And there's a guy on this season. He's kind of the meathead of the group, but he was talking about how his wife and him have struggled to have a kid. They've been trying for like 4 or 5 years. And she finally got pregnant. And Survivor is starting. And he says to 2 people, she's due any minute. She's probably going to have the kid within a week. And I go, you've been having fertility issues for years. You finally get one. You're about to have your first kid. And you go on Survivor. I mean, I guess he claims she's like, you got to go at Survivor. I'm like, my wife would have killed me if I'm like, hey, I'm going to go on Survivor.
Yeah.
Good luck with our first kid.
Bye-bye.
So that was a long way of getting to this story.
Bye-bye.
A guy was out celebrating the gender of his first child. Don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Doesn't matter. But either way, found out the gender. He was out celebrating.
Okay.
Took cocaine, drank 10 beers, stabbed a doorman, and now he's facing 9 to 10 years in prison.
My God.
So the only reason I bring that up is now going on Survivor doesn't look so bad because this guy's going to miss the first decade of his kid's life.
It's like the opening to Con Air, where the guy's just defending his wife and he kills the guy, and then he's got to serve prison time.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
That's how Nick Cage would have celebrated the gender of his child.
Took cocaine, drank 10 beers, stabbed a doorman.
Yeah, stop doing the devil's dandruff when you know you're going to be a dad.
Man.
That's a good time to quit.
Who told you that?
I haven't done the devil's dandruff in a long time.
How
Weeks.
Oh, more than
Define
that.
long.
A decade?
So like 2015. So while you were employed at iHeartRadio.
No, I thought a decade was 30 years.
So you did cocaine when you were 13 years old?
I didn't understand the question.
Let's say Micah takes off for Survivor.
Matt.
The week you're about to give birth to your first son, Gertie.
Great.
Whatever their names are. What it doesn't
your
matter.
first son, Gertis.
Get more famous and I'll care.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Had to be said. Can you imagine though? Like it's a long running sports talk radio bit. Like the whole, what do you do if you have a big game and your wife's about to give birth? And there are diehard sports fans that are like, no, That's the big game. You can't miss a playoff game for the birth of a kid. And then there's other people going, nothing comes before kids. What are you talking about?
Yep.
It's just sports. This is Survivor. This isn't the Super Bowl. You're going on Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts?
No.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Right.
I would argue the fertility battle is irrelevant. I would say even if you had the baby easily.
For sure.
Yeah.
Still the first kid, any kid, but the first kid? Not
Fifth
your
kid,
not
sixth
your
kid.
This isn't Sean Alexander having number 14 where you're like, been there, done that. Yeah, I'll get to see the kid as quickly as possible. This is your first and maybe only 14th. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep, 14th.
And how many moms?
I think just the one. I believe it's one. I think it's his wife, and it's
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And I think the oldest is like 22
Those
or 3.
poor
Okay.
parts.
Man.
Apologies that I would judge him and assume that it was the case. I had not heard this story. I did not realize they
It's
were
pretty rare
a
that-
large family man.
Well, outside of Phillip
Wonderful.
Rivers, how many have that many with the same wife? Almost always it's around the world and just
Yeah.
plant your seed, buddy. But no, I believe it's the same gal in something like a 23 to 0 range, which is
Okay.
nuts.
Well, they wanted a big family.
That's a lot.
They went ahead and got one.
Anyway.
I would argue, I wouldn't even listen to this argument about Survivor unless it was at least in the first handful of years when Survivor was popular.
That's still $1 million. So here's we're going hardcore Survivor.
What?
Creasel will love this
I've
segment.
never seen it.
Here's the other thing. I don't believe we've had Survivor contestants in the past lie for sympathy to try to get people in the tribe on their side to really want them to win, right? Like, wow, this guy's in a really tough spot. I feel for him. I want him to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is genuine, but he also claims his dad is going blind and should be blind in the next year or so. So he tried to claim, this is my dad and I grew up, I watched this show with my dad. I want my dad to see me on Survivor.
Oh.
Then he drops the fertility story like, yep, wife's, she's due any day. Gonna miss it. Whoopsies.
What?
You don't get a weekend pass.
No, you don't get to fly back from, where is it, like Fiji or something? You don't get to fly back.
Yeah, I just
No,
thought, too.
you're done.
Mr. Beast does a lot of those YouTube challenges. How about let's get a new dads to see how long they can miss their kids growing up.
I like that. It's a good challenge.
Maybe if they offer him a 62-degree basement, something like that.
And the kid is in the teenage years.
If
You're
you
like,
were-
I'll check out for a
If you
few.
were another Survivor candidate and you were trying to decide if he's trying to get sympathy from other Survivor candidates, does this get him sympathy, or does it make him do they
go the other
"What a
way."
So the strategy he's using, he only told his two closest people in the tribe to try to bond together. Go like, look, I'm only telling you two this, that my wife's due any day.
Bono and the Edge.
As almost like
Brilliant.
as a like a mole test. It's
Right,
like, will they
right.
leak the information, or can the three of us stay as a team? I think that's interesting. That might just be fun to leak fake information to see who leaks it. See, now I got Task on the mind. It's such a good show. Speaking of shows, a new Simpsons movie is going to hit theaters, Sauce, in 2027.
Yeah, that'll be great. The original movie is super good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's
Did
great. Yeah.
Simpsons fans like it, or was
Yeah.
it kind of?
Yeah. I think. I mean, the biggest Simpsons fan I know is my brother. I think he loved it.
Okay. I don't hear much about the movie.
Yeah, the movie's
I didn't
good.
know.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tonight is the series premiere of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon, a reality competition where Jimmy Fallon pitched marketing campaign ideas. That's a weird way to word it. I think they were missing some letters. Anyway, so you pitch campaign ideas to his marketing firm. So I don't know how this works, but it sounds like the elevator pitch sounds like a little bit between The Apprentice and Shark Tank. I can't tell which bucket it falls more
But
into.
from a marketing perspective, more
Yeah.
so than an actual product perspective.
Exactly. Not sure. I can't tell which one it is, but maybe somewhere in the middle.
Is it well known that Jimmy Fallon has a marketing company? I don't watch his show.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know this either.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, for speaking of Survivor, obviously we've had a million different kind of Survivor-esque clones in the last 25 years. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more copycats of Shark Tank or Shark Tank formats.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much just that one. Is there another show that's kind of like that where you walk up and pitch something to a group? I mean, you can't trademark that.
No.
You can trademark the name.
Right.
You can't trademark the concept.
No. You know from
Learn
experience?
That. I do know from experience. I didn't invent trivia, right? I just invented a board game. I can't protect.
Did?
Yeah.
that was Kansas
Initialsgame.com.
City.
Congrats.
Initialsgame.com.
Yeah, well done.
Congrats.
You mentioned it earlier, Sauce, but today's also the series premiere of Chad Powers on Hulu. This is a comedy starring Glenn Powell as a quarterback who ruins his career, then disguises himself to start over as a guy named Chad Powers so he can play for another team.
It looks like the worst TV show of all time. And like the voice he does, and like it worked. If you don't know what it's from, Eli Manning dressed up as Chad Powers to try out. Penn State has like open tryouts. And he like tried out, and whether they were in on it or not, it was like a funny bit, right? You're like, it kind of worked, right?
Prosthetic
Yeah,
nose.
the
They
whole
didn't.
bit.
They
Mrs.
couldn't
Doubtfire
recognize him.
football,
Yeah.
basically. It looks horrific.
All
And
right,
it's
so
55%
tough
on
question
Rotten
for you,
Tomatoes.
because Chris really wants this
He
to be
can't
good.
wait, yeah.
He thinks it's going to be really good, but he also thinks everything's going to be good.
Yeah, he likes Chicago Wednesdays.
Yeah, and it's terrible.
Yeah. Which
What
isn't bad.
do you want more? Let's say you only have two choices. One of these is going to happen. Paul McCartney's show doesn't sell out, so you get to constantly watch how many empty seats are there, and you can monitor that on a daily basis. Or Chad Powers just epically fails.
Chad Powers epically fails.
And it's not close?
And not close. The Mannings are overexposed. They're in everything. They're in every commercial. This is their thing. It's not good. And it's promoted like it's, like it's the greatest TV show of all time. It just doesn't look good. It worked for like 5 minutes. Like they got.
So you want it to fail.
I
you
want it to
don't
fail.
want it to be good.
I do not want it to be good. No.
Will you see it?
Absolutely not. No, I won't watch it.
What if it goes full Ted Lasso and it's fantastic and everybody jumps on? Now, again, based on the ratings, it sounds like it's not Ted Lasso. It sounds like it's not good. But what if the wave starts and everybody's like, dude, you were wrong about Chad Powers. It's kind of lovely. You might want to try it.
Like I did with Ted Lasso, I'll eat crow because we ripped Ted Lasso and Hawk was like, no, it's good. And we were all like, come on, Hawk. There's no way it's good. And he was 100% correct.
In
Ted
fairness
Lasso,
to you and everybody else, with Chris, it's Boy Who Cried Wolf because he says everything is good. So
Yeah.
it's hard to know what's actually good and what's actually not. That's
season
hard.
1 of Ted Lasso, 92%.
Yeah, it's really good.
Season 2 of Ted Lasso, 98%.
Yep. Very, very good. Show is super fun.
55% for a TV show is really bad.
It's really bad. Yep, that's not good. Marnes, yesterday, at the end of an era, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban announced they are splitting after 19 years of marriage.
Incredible. I went to the Keith Urban concert at Grand Casino Arena last Friday night with our gal Amy James. And
Oh, he
our
was
former
just
gal,
in town?
Donna Valentine.
Donna
yes.
Wales.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he was just
Donna
here.
does well.
Yeah, Donna Wales, yeah.
It was that Friday or Saturday? No, it was Friday night. And I made a joke when he came out, and I said to the gals, like, wow, this is a long tour. Are he and Nicole still? And I was joking, and then boom, we started the
manifested
text
it.
string yesterday.
Wow.
Keith and Nicole.
You jinxed it.
That man is an incredible performer. I was lukewarm about going. I like him fine, but it's not something I would drive across town for normally. He was incredible. Just the showmanship, the guitar, the engagement of the audience. Like, he is an A+ performer.
And more importantly, he loves Greg Swedberg.
And that is the
He
most
does.
important thing.
He loves him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sang happy
who
birthday
doesn't?
to him.
Who
I know.
doesn't?
I know.
Which one of them outkicked their coverage?
Ooh. I don't think I've ever met Greg's wife.
Oh, she's outstanding.
Well played. I meant Keith
you meant
Urban
Keith and Nicole.
or Nicole Kidman.
I thought you meant Keith or Greg. I
Does Keith Urban go on your new hall pass list then? On your list?
I don't have a list.
Yeah.
And it's
Johnny.
laminated.
Leave Musty out of this.
I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, he. Now, are they? What is the detail? Does it say split?
It says
or
split.
separated?
According to this story, it doesn't sound like anyone has filed for divorce yet, but it might be coming, I guess. Who knows?
It would be very difficult to live their lives with an actress who is on set a lot and a musician who is traveling the world. how do you keep a marriage together?
Right. They have allegedly been living apart since the beginning of summer, but like you said, if he's been on tour, aren't they technically living apart while he's on any tour ever, even if the marriage is solid? Part of marrying a rock star or a movie star is they go away to do their job for extended periods of time. It's the main reason why Carrie Russell and I didn't work out. I just never got to see her.
Right?
Technically, I never saw her, and she didn't know we were together.
Yeah, that's not a recipe for success.
No, it's pretty much the thesis statement of every stalker that's ever lived.
Yep.
She doesn't know we're together, and she's never seen me.
Right.
Today is International Podcast Day. Good luck monetizing it. Speaking of monetizing it.
Any awards?
Speaking of monetizing it, Chris, no, it was you, Zachary. Zach, I just forget that Zach's running the news lately. Zach announced this yesterday that McDonald's monopoly is coming back after a long time.
I've heard.
I have some of the odds. You guys want to hear these? This is kind of fascinating. No, look, here's the difference. Everybody knows that winning the Powerball is what? Is it 200 million, 300 million? I forget the exact number. It's a gigantic number.
Right.
So you have to pay for a ticket for a shot in the dark. You're paying for it. Yeah, you're technically paying for food here, but I don't remember, even in McDonald's Monopoly's heyday, I never bought food going, this is my best chance at $1 million. Yeah. It was, I'm getting nuggets and fries, and if I win $1 million, great.
Great.
No, you were playing to hope you got a free fry.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's exactly where I'm going with this. The odds of winning a small fry in McDonald's Monopoly, what do you think?
1 in 11.
1 in 11.
Bonus, you're very
good. Okay.
Yeah, that felt right.
1 in 10.
1 in
Thanks, Foo Fighters.
15.
1 in 11.
That's a bonus.
I thought I concurred.
It's 1 in 25.
Oh, that's not good.
4%.
So you got to buy 24 fries to get a small fry?
What?
That's the way that works.
Those are not great odds.
No.
The fries are good, though. Who cares?
Yeah, but
right?
You
Take a shot.
That's fine,
You should win one. Like, it should be a 50% chance, and here's why. Because if you win that, if you win those small fries, that's not just what you're getting.
That's right.
That's the gift. Oh, jeez. That's the gift card mentality. You get a gift card, and you're not going to just spend $100. You're going to spend more because you feel like you're saving a bunch of money. And if you buy a pop, you're paying for the fry anyway.
Great point.
Because the pop is the thing they make the most margin off of. Bet you didn't know I knew that word.
Look at you, Shark Tank.
Margin?
So, do me a favor. I was going to ask you other questions, but since you brought up that you know the word margin, explain the difference between margin and revenue. Hang on.
I'm glad you asked that. A lot of people have been thinking about that.
Continue.
Margin is like...
It goes on bagels.
Yeah, it goes on.
Margin
is something where, like, let's say.
Yeah, give me an example.
Let's say a large pop. You sell a large pop for $2 to make the math easy. You sell the large pop for $2, right?
Sure.
The cost of that for you is the best margin you have because that probably costs you 4 cents.
So then, what's my margin?
$1.96.
What's my revenue?
$1.96.
Man, you were on the right path for so long. You were so close.
Revenue would be
so the what revenue you make off of it.
No,
that's
the margin.
That's margin.
The
profit.
So what's revenue?
Revenue is how much money you make,
which is
profit.
God, I actually thought you understood the difference.
The revenue would have been $2.
$2. It's what you bring in. The margin is what you're clearing.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were very close.
Thank you. Closer than you thought I would.
You're only up by 4 cents.
Yeah, thanks, Boney.
Part of the McDonald's Monopoly prize list is a $10,000 Lowe's shopping spree.
Oh, that'd be
What are your chances of winning that,
Boney?
if you play McDonald's Monopoly? 1 in what?
1 in 20 million.
20 million. Okay, Sauce?
Yeah, let's go that. Yeah.
1 in 10 million.
1 in 10 million. Marnie?
1 in 200,000.
200,000. Zachary?
1 in 20 million.
20 million. So you said the same thing as John Bonus.
Said
Got
the
it.
same thing
I
Bonus said
concurred
twice.
again. I'm like to concur.
Well, you guys are.
You
guys
have
are,
an accord.
They're the closest. They are the closest. You guys guess 1 in 20 million. The answer is 1 in 2.6 billion.
Okay.
Is there only one of them?
Don't know, but yeah, 1 in 2.6 billion.
Okay.
Is McDonald's giving away anything in this Monopoly game?
You can get a 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee worth $52,000. What are your odds of winning the Jeep Grand Cherokee in McDonald's Monopoly?
Like 18? I don't know.
No, it's more than that.
Rosie, don't say those. Don't say that. 1 in 10 billion.
Also 1 in 2.6 billion.
No, 1 in 5 billion.
1 in 2.5 billion.
Sauce, you win. 1 in 13 billion. That's your chances.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Guys like you and I, if you and I won a $10,000 Lowe's gift card, what would you buy?
I'm pretty sure Lowe's sells gift cards, so I would buy a $10,000 gift card to Target.
That's a real good answer.
Or a whole bunch of salt.
Yeah.
Right? Water softener needs some salt.
Yeah.
I'll just load up 10K.
Connecticut.com. Don't worry about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Uses very little salt.
Oh, I actually love Lowe's and Home Depot.
Yeah.
I just wish I knew what was in the aisles. I don't understand how most of it works. I'm just like, cool, this looks fun. I just don't know how to use any of these tools.
Yeah.
You know?
They need, like malls have, like Mall of America, where you can just touch the store you want to go to and it shows you where. How do they not have those at Menards and Home Depot?
How many
you
times
gotta
I
track
ask,
down someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the kiosk.
I would probably buy the best snowblower I could get.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah. And then pay Pat Kelly's son to use it so I don't have to go out in the cold.
You could get a heated cab for 10 grand probably.
That'd be great, yeah.
I'm imagining you sitting in your outdoor sauna while Pat Kelly's son snow blows. So you're sweating watching a teenager work.
Yesterday he was mowing the yard while I was grilling in the backyard. Yeah.
Keep going, buddy. You're doing great.
He does a great job.
Why don't you take your shirt off?
What? No. Don't say that. That's
Why
not
would
what
you
you
say. No. I'm saying Pat's kid was saying that to you.
He'd go blind.
Nobody's saying that.
Nobody's saying that. That
sure Kel
situation is
does.
not
Kel
happening.
isn't saying that to
No,
him.
correct. That situation is not happening. Either way, anyway.
That's the right answer.
Yes.
Marty, see you on Friday.
Yeah, I'll be here Friday.
Early
See you then.
birthday on Friday.
Yeah, sure.
And we're working on a couple of people potentially for Friday to play initials. It's going to be tough to beat Bill Guerin. He was awesome last week. What a good dude.
Yeah.
Maybe Kelsey Cook as a warm-up for her weekend set.
Let's just say that's on the list of options. That was definitely in the conversation yesterday. We'll see what happens here. Johnny Bones, best of luck finding a manager.
Thank you very much.
TwinsDaily.com.
TwinsDaily.com, Gleeman of the Geek.
All right, we're back tomorrow. Chris will be partially on the show from London. Power Trip Morning Show. See you tomorrow.
To listen back to today's Power Trip Morning Show or to hear previous shows, podcast us on